One, that's him. Scott, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strapped with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's all business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone mild but henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's all business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah. Woke up in the morning, money on my mind. Hopped up in a load, I was slapping money on my mind. Dropping up a load, fresh up out the gutter, hella fly. Me and all my bros, every single one of them is live. All across the globe, clocking hella dough, getting high. I remember when we was on the road with the white. It was some sort of like a crossroad in my life. Still eating, trying to feed insatiable appetites. Move smooth, I'm a man, so I'm never satisfied. Scot free, keep a master plan. I'm a mastermind, move snow like an avalanche. I don't have to lie, I can't worry about it, y'all. I'm too busy having my moves. I'm a man, so I'm never satisfied. Scot free, keep a master plan. I'm a mastermind. Hey,
Yo, what up?
Hey.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of
Wake
Your
Game Up. Week 3 edition.
Week 3,
baby.
It's been a bloody 2 weeks, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all surviving the war so far?
Cool now.
I need a lot of band-aids.
Yeah. I've been taking bullets to the chest. You know, my Teflon on. They ain't been hitting me in my dome. So I've been on it right now, bro. 100%.
I've got a lot of flesh wounds. I just hope they heal up very fast.
Yeah. Unloading on them.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. You know what? This week 3, we got all kind of injuries. Lee, let's go ahead and let's break us off in our ear to the streets. Some of this news.
Let's peel the band-aids off since it's Tuesday and it's let's see. We know we got AJ Brown missing a couple weeks with a hammy. We got Debo missing multiple weeks with the calf strain.
Christian McCaff strains, bro.
Yeah. And we got Pacheco gone for 6 to 8. Then we got Cooper Kupp, and that's an extended period of time too. And the best news,
what else you got?
Justin Jefferson's not going to miss any time.
Okay, we like that.
Evan Ingram is week to week.
Really mad at Evan Ingram right now.
Yeah. Taysom Hill, chest injury. Tajay Spears is day to day, but nothing serious.
Oh, that's great news because we're all looking forward to 5 points in our lineup.
Now, as for our IDP players, we lost Vita Vea to an MCL sprain.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Mo Peters, Cali, stand up, man. Shout out to Vita Vea.
Jeremiah Johnson for the Jets tore his ACL. That was a tough one. Jermaine, sorry. I'm sorry with that.
One of the Jackson
and we lost your buddy, Jawan Bately. The season won't play.
And for deeper league ads or IDPs, I should say, I think it should be Raekwon McMillan. He's actually been he's been around. They don't get rid of him. He's been rotational. Maybe we'll see an uptick for him. And it's definitely all about Jelani Tavai over there.
Shout out to the chef, Raekwon, the chef Jr.
Yeah, man. Raekwon, right?
Yeah, and DeForest Buckner has a ankle sprain.
Ooh.
BJ Hill with a hamstring issue.
Ooh.
Alex Alzone is in the concussion protocol.
Hold on. Alex Anal Zone.
Anal zone.
Yes.
Anal zone. A zone. Okay, we go the A zone. Anal zone.
A zone.
And we got defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins has a hamstring injury. And defensive end Latu has a hip injury.
Yeah, that's is that buddy from the Cowboys?
Nah, he from
the Colts.
That rookie that they took, the pass rusher out of UCLA.
And this morning, the Steelers said they're going to ride the hot hand.
At quarterback?
Yes. If Justin Fields leads the team, he's going to be running the show.
You know, with a running back, right?
What the fuck was that?
That shit was funny in the motherfucker.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, look at this stuff. How do you with running backs, right? You can be like, boom, okay, Najee, boom, okay, Warren, boom, right? You can figure out who's getting hot. How do you do hot hand at QB? You're like, all right, take the snap, bro. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me get this series now. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? How are we going to do that?
We're going to see some college shit where they rotating quarterbacks every fucking drop. Every fucking possession.
And
Bogey, for you, your 49ers, both of you, Ricky Pearsall looks like a week 5. He's going to start his season.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want,
he's making a lot of progress in his recovery and could be back on the field as early as week 5.
Hell yeah. My neighbor's like, you good over there? I was like, man, not yet. He's like, I got a little something. Oh, hell yeah, neighbor. You know what I mean? That's my guy right there.
Hey, that's what
Bogey. Do you think Carolina moves on from Bryce Young?
Yeah, next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think he's regressed, to be honest with you.
It's a new regime that came in there. They are look at it, 2 weeks in it, and they're already 2 weeks in it, and they're already moving to Andy Dalton just to like
But it starts from the top, though, bro. That Tepper, David Tepper, is pouring drinks on fans and doing all types of
top of the building.
Yes,
got
sir.
in the building. Hey, he came out yesterday. He's like, woo! I'm like, oh yeah, I know
now. Oh my God.
Y'all them guys right now, bro. Let's go.
Now there's a long shot that Jordan Love could play week 3.
Oh shit.
Who's this?
Jordan Love is a long shot to play week 3. If not, he's playing. They say week 5. But Packers Jordan was actually very close to playing in week 2. It was but it looks likely that he will play week 3 versus the Titans.
Okay.
They want to see how he practices first before they say yes.
100%.
But all systems go is right now he's at an 80% way of saying he's probably starting with 3.
Wow, that's crazy.
Who are
So
they
basically,
playing?
the injuries probably was not as bad as they thought it was.
Malik Willis's old team.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
playing oh, come on. You know what Malik Willis is like? Look, J Love.
Just kick back.
Get this, bro.
Yeah, let me get this one. You know?
Go ahead and take one more week off.
What's that? What's that, brother?
That shit gets me every time, bro.
Yeah, golly.
Yeah.
Let's see. And there's no signs of a Hassan Reddick deal in sight anytime soon.
Wow.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick is Hassan Reddick like the biggest baller ever. He's like, it ain't nothing. He's about to be like $5 million in the hole for real.
And Antonio Pierce came out and said he's not giving up on struggling running back Zamir White.
Yeah, and guess who they playing this week?
Who they got?
Carolina. Let's fucking go.
Oh, golly.
Let's go.
Sweet old Carolina.
Hey, this is that matchup that makes running backs look.
So they staying on the East Coast. Is it a home game for Vegas, or are they on a back-to-back road
that's
trip?
a good question.
I wonder if they staying out in Vegas since they was in Baltimore last week.
What time is the Raiders game?
And as for the Cincinnati Bengals, Zach Taylor said that wide receiver T. Higgins' hamstring is moving in a positive, very good and positive direction for week 3.
That's
You
good.
could have just read it like T. Higgins is moving. They would have been like, oh, that's progress.
He's driving.
They're like,
He's
T.
on his
Higgins
way.
went from being able to stand up to walking now.
You got elaboration on a hamstring?
Who did?
No, I'm asking you. Do you got an elaboration on a hamstring?
Oh, yeah, I do actually.
My fault.
No, it's all good because this Dr. Bogey Hauser segment is brought to you by NeonPeacockMerch.com. See
What
this
up,
right here?
Peacock?
This is a hamstring right here, right? T. Higgins got one of these. He got a hamstring. See that? Also in the hamstring.
Morning, Spencer.
Top of the morning, Guru. Also in the hamstring is your pocket. See that? And his pockets is yearning for money. But when you can't get the bag, when you got the hamstring and you're not on the field, Higgins.
Wow. Come on now.
Oh,
Give me
man,
that.
that's hysterical.
Oh, my mama. Hey, the pockets is light. My hammy is heavy right now, man. Let's
You
go.
feel me? Like, hey, you got a guaranteed money with the franchise tag. You don't really got to do nothing if you don't care about his career.
100%. Let's balance the scales out.
Hey, man, you know how mad as fuck I'll be when he has a really poor year this year, and then next year he's floating around off season in free agency and for cheap because he didn't show anything this year, right? Then he goes to the Chiefs or something. I'm gonna be hella hot, bro. I hate shit like that.
Hey, Bogey, who are your 4 players on the waiver wire this week that you're targeting?
So I know, like, I've been really thinking about this. So the Carson Steele thing, I think I like him over Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Just based on the way that the run game is played the last couple of years, it fits Carson Steele. And then I think it was you last night that brought up I forgot the fullback that they featured as a running back a couple of years ago. Spencer Ware.
Yeah.
So from what they have, and then I'm a big fan of the facility. And Shady McCoy, he was drafted by Andy Reid, and Shady said that Andy is not used to those type of running backs because, as you see before in previous running backs, it's like a Shady McCoy. It's who else was in Philly?
Shiftier guys. And Kareem Hunt is he's a bigger back. Like,
and you're surprised to see how Andy Reid featured Pacheco and how well Pacheco does in his offense. So Carson Steele is the guy that I would love to have, but I'm prioritizing Allen over Steele just based on the way that Allen got his 2 touchdowns, and I think that they're going to need Allen because it ain't too.
Braylon.
Yeah,
for real. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
outside other than G Dub, and the way that they needed Allen last on Sunday, I think Allen is about to carve out a role. So I'm prioritizing Allen, even though it might be a split and Carson might get some a little bit more of a workload. But I think Allen is the guy, bro.
Yeah, I was able
You know
to
what?
pick up. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that take because, and here's one thing I did notice is that if they did go to him a number of times when they got there in the
Morning,
red.
kiddo.
What's up?
Yeah, well, okay. Let's see, kiddo, what you think about Braylon? Like, if when you're looking at prioritizing pickups at running back this week, Braylon Allen. Well, what are we looking here?
No. I'm looking at Cam Akers.
Okay.
I shouldn't have fucking said a word. Yeah. I should have been like, I'm looking for CEH, because CEH is gonna get off the practice squad or wherever the fuck he's at, dying right now. He's gonna.
He can't come back till week 5 because I think he has some type of mental health issues he's dealing
Yeah,
with.
his PTSD.
Yeah, he has PTSD of getting squashed in the league.
Okay.
I saw somebody tackle him, like literally squash him. His legs did the splits. Remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
He hyperextended his shit. You're a little
So
guy.
yeah. So I stand with my CEH.
If you show me a man that says,
yeah, of course.
show
I
me a man that
prioritize.
says CEH is a
I
pickup, and I'll show you a
prioritize
liar.
Akers because he's probably not gonna be a handcuff. He's gonna get the workload right away. Steele is a different running back from Pacheco, so I don't know how they're gonna fit him in without changing the game script entirely.
Matt Nagy, for what it's worth, if and I know Andy Reid's the play caller, but Matt Nagy is the OC, and he just want to feature one guy. So it is kind of interesting if like they're gonna go back to more Andy Reid, traditional Andy Reid shit, where we have a committee.
I think you have to. They don't really have a
have to.
guy out there that can do Pacheco things to me.
And that's why Kareem Hunt is there right now as we speak, like visiting.
And I wouldn't expect him to be able to do a 3-down back roll either at this stage.
That's true.
Bro, I was looking at his stats last night. He ain't did shit in a couple of years, bro.
Nah.
And like even last year with his time with Cleveland, he was more so of like a red zone specialist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he hasn't been involved in any football activities, so he's gonna have to. I know a veteran, you'd expect them to be ready, but I don't think that's why you have preseason, so you can get up to speed. You gotta gradually get to that game speed, and I wouldn't expect him just to come out and be like, oh, this guy's gonna get 20 carries and run for 100 yards like a Pacheco would.
2017 and 2018 was a very long time ago, huh?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
And Kareem Hunt was that dude.
I personally, I'm avoiding the whole Kansas City Chiefs backfield. I don't want nothing to do with it until Pacheco comes back.
I'd
But,
say running backs for me.
Cam
would be-
Akers in the offseason, he looked good, right? He had the fumbling issues like he always has. But to me, he looks healthy. I think that the team can put aside the fumbling issue and let him run the rock, and maybe Damian Pierce comes in and gives him a breather or two because I wouldn't trust Cam Akers holding the ball for 25 plus touches like we would with Mixon. But I do think he's capable of getting like 15 carries and maybe catching five balls. That's a running back I want on my squad. So that's why I'm prioritizing Cam Akers because the usage. Braylon Allen, you better not be telling me that there's some does Brees have issues right now?
Yeah, he's a little nicked up.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Oh.
Like
saw
how
some-
bad? What is it?
I don't know. I'll look into it, but I did see something late last night, though. But I'll look into it. He's having some testing done today.
Okay.
But I'll keep you posted as always. I've been putting a lot in on Antonio Gibson.
Hey,
I'm
man.
not ready to go there yet because I think that was game script. Ramondre is the guy out there. Like, I don't think his usage is gonna go down. And then if they have
What
to
about
use
Ty Chandler?
that's an interesting situation. But to me, it depends on. To me, it's a no brainer. Cam Akers is the guy that I would be focusing in on for running backs, anyways. And then everything else is going to be like team specific. I don't hate the handcuffs, because that's kind of like the territory that we're talking about. Is that these are all role players outside of the Houston situation. I think the Houston situation is the situation that we want to target, to where we would be able to get a guy like a Jordan Mason, where he's going to have a solid role and get almost like full-time opportunities. And that's what I'm chasing right now on the waiver wire. Unless you have a handcuff available, like I guess I would, as a Breece Hall owner, go out and get Braylon Allen. But I don't think the injury for Breece is going to be like too significant. They probably have to like be professional and get it checked out. And since there's something in the NFL saying that you can't withhold injury information, right? So they might just be doing the standard protocol. Be like, okay, let's get him tested out. He obviously got nicked up, but I don't think it's going to be anything that holds him back, as far as I could tell.
Exactly.
I didn't see
Let me take a look.
him running backs get beat up in a game. So, but they're built to go through the motion, and they have a whole week to recover. And by the time a running back like Breece Hall, if they have to rest him the whole week, that's okay, because he already knows the system. We already know that he's going to be able to handle a workload, and there's no that's one of the very few 3-down backs in the NFL right now. So he don't need to practice. If he does that veteran, like, okay, let's get some rest. That's cool. Braylon Allen, though, he's one of the best handcuffs to have, because he would be a candidate to be like a Jordan Mason and handle a full workload. But as long as Breece Hall is any sort of healthy, there's no timeshare. So that's why I go for the Cam Akers. In this situation right now, I would go, okay, I need a guy that can be thrown into my flex, then Cam Akers is the guy. Otherwise, it would be maybe Gesicki is another claim that I would target. Or if you're hurting for quarterbacks, there's a few interesting candidates out there. Andy Dalton, Skyler, or whatever the fuck his name is, Thompson.
All right, Breece Hall has a quadriceps injury.
Yeah, that's a soft tissue muscle. We're gonna go ahead, ice that shit up, and be good to go.
Good to go for Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh no, they play Thursday, don't they?
But the reason why I'm saying that I'm prioritizing Allen is not because of the injury. It's because of the that I think that they're going to need him down the stretch to be able.
For sure.
Yeah. If you want to get ahead of the game, for sure.
100%. Because did nobody else besides G-Dub, Breece, and Braylon produce in that game, and it was a damn good game. And the way that he was able to close that shit out with his athleticism, making that last touchdown, bro, I'm telling you, I really believe that he's going to carve out a role in this offense 100%.
Yeah, you can see each week he's getting more and more touches. What's that now?
I think Peacock pointed it out, where if he was going to trust any of the guys on Houston to fill a lead back role, it would be Cam Akers. Mm-hmm. So he has a fumbling problem. He's always had that. So I'm going and then Pierce has the hamstring issue still. So yeah, I'm going Cam Akers. I think he gets an actual flex worthy workload, and those are with the amount of injuries we just had. The list is big, so I know a lot of people are hurting for flex. We want to be able to get a waiver claim that we could start immediately right now. That's what I'm going for.
It's crazy because it's September, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But
and like this is usually like December when these type of running backs are popping up, right? Because like you get deeper into the year, and running backs start going down. It's kind of crazy, man. This is full on war, and I kind of like it. You know what I mean? You gotta it's survival of the healthiest for real. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, that's why I wait on quarterbacks. I get flex heavy and then draft quarterbacks.
There you go.
Bogey, who are your top 4 wide receivers for this week on the waiver wire?
Ooh, I don't even know.
I've got Quentin Johnson, the kid in Cincinnati, what's his name? Yoshi. I got Pierce, and I got Jennings. Those are my top 4.
I'm not mad at that. And then, like, you know, a later grab, I would say Jordan.
And then Naylor.
Jalen Naylor for sure, but
it
depends on what Addison doing this week.
Yeah, 100%. And Addison looks like he might make his return this week. So, and I'm gonna throw in Jordan Whittington, man. Like he ran the most routes. He ran the most routes after Cup went out, and he was in the slot most of the time, like a Cup. So. You know what I mean? I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Shit, hold on. Let me get this phone call. Be right back.
Damn, Diddy.
No, fact, Diddy getting cooked right now. I love it.
I know, yeah. He's got a lot of charges on his ass.
Hey, I love the Juwan Jennings ad, though, bro. 100%.
Brother,
Yeah.
what's that? What's that, brother?
Nobody likes to target anybody on the Giants, but Darius Slayton saw some targets, and he's traditionally got a lot of targets. So Cleveland, they got some DBs, but we all know what Neighbors is out there. So if they shadow and blanket fucking Neighbors, Slayton's gonna get that same like opportunity that he got last week, and he could get one of those greasy touchdowns. Wandale's probably not available, but if he is, I would prioritize Wandale. But those two guys are not terrible reaches for a wide receiver on the waivers. They get no love because of the Giants. You know, honestly, that's understandable, but you ain't got to win to produce in fantasy. So yeah, it looks like Darius Slayton has done his normal Darius Slayton stuff. You know, like reaches
the big one.
He hits the projections, and then we can count on him getting some touchdowns eventually. So, I wouldn't be mad at.
Are they playing They're playing
a free clown? I
week.
wouldn't throw a crazy fab at it, but if you just need a dart throw, those guys. They kind of like have been fantasy viable in a way.
Morning, Tino.
Twin. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And going back to it too, I like the Juwan Man Jennings thing.
Right. That was my fault.
Yeah,
I love Juwan Man, bro.
Yeah,
Jennings is gonna be a damn good play for the next few weeks, and then
I forgot Debo's out, huh? That's true.
And they got the Rams this week. They're just giving a booty.
That's usually a good thing for Kittle owners too.
Well,
probably going to want to start your Kittles.
Well, after the first 2 weeks, the Rams are fairly decent against the tight end, and they just been really susceptible to those outside receivers. You know, Jamison Williams tore him a new one, Marv Harrison Jr. tore him a new one. So, I think that's a trend that we could actually continue to see.
Wow.
Hey.
We love you, Tino.
Wow.
We love our chat. You keep it lit.
Oh, I can't wait till only you can keep it lit shirt comes in, man. Shout out to neonpeacockmerch.com, by the way. Hey, and that's neonpeacockmerch.com. Go buy a shirt for your mom. Hey.
That's gonna be happening. My mom's a Texans fan, so Neon Peacock, he's definitely catering to her taste, and there's some jackets actually I've been eyeing. I'm like, you know what I don't know how to do is like determine where the logo goes, because I think some of them you get to choose where they go. And I'm like, I don't know where
you should be able. It should be able to simulate what it would look like, right? When you start.
I think so. It's weird though. I think only certain jackets they'll allow you to do that. But
do they got bubble vests on there?
No, not the puff one. Oh,
right.
The puffy.
That used to be my shit back.
He lives in San Diego.
I am Bogarty McFly. You know what I mean?
We just need like one of those throw over, like the hoodie or the one with the zipper on it.
Yeah,
it's not even wet out in San Diego. It's just gets a little cold.
Ooh, you know what? We gotta call the good people at neonpeacockmerch.com and say, I need an anorak. Remember anoraks?
Anoraks?
When I go to San Diego, I need an anorak.
Oh, anorak.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Is that the that sounds like the mountain
breaker?
Oh, it's a windbreaker. Okay.
Pullover.
Oh yeah.
Remember, it's a pullover, and it has a hood, and then it has a zipper that goes down in here, and then it has another zipper across here for a pocket. But like you can roll those things into the pocket. You know what I mean?
All right. Mike Tomlin just came out and said Justin Fields is starting week 3.
Okay. Yeah, you do got a guy. You got an inside guy over there in Steelers country. So I like that. And for anyone who has George Pickens, this is what you want. Justin Fields is taking shots at the kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we want. I think the team wants Justin Fields. They started off 2-0 with him.
This is why. And I'm telling you, don't let these celebrity bitches fool you. Taylor Swift got a bad box. Sierra got a bad box. And these players are disgruntled. Clearly, look at Russ. He can't even get on the field.
Yeah. And for us fantasy owners, we want the upside of Justin Fields. We don't want the stagnant fucking whatever Russ brings to the table nowadays.
And I'll be the first to admit I had it being Russ all off season, and it literally was until he got hurt. And now, like, you're not going to get that job back, Russ, because they're winning games without him.
They win.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
and I think the offense supports one dude over the other. It's not like, okay, we're rocking because coach said so. I think they're actually going over to the coaching staff and going like, this is our guy. We want him out there to be able to create plays, make defenses plan. If it's a Russ Wilson show, I think it's really cookie cutter defenses that can go out there and stop the man. Whereas like cookie cutter might not be what you need to do against Justin Fields. So that leaves off.
Yeah, because he's more dynamic at this point because he has the threat of the legs and
he just needs to be a little bit more smart, instead of going to the the run.
It's that easy, huh? Be smarter.
Just use your reads. A lot of the times he is like focused in on one side of the field, or he gets the pressure, and instead of climbing the pocket like we see a lot of quarterbacks do, instead of getting to the outside, they climb the pocket, and then they let the routes develop, and then they throw the ball. He doesn't just, sit in the pocket, let the routes develop, and then
backyard boogie woogie woogie.
He's a backyard quarterback for sure, 100%. He's like 75% of the time he's playing backyard football, but. So far, it's been
kind of hard back in the day.
Mike Tim was the boy. Everything.
I think we got a trade question on the board.
Okay.
Should I trade Neighbors and JK for Bijan? Only thing I'm worried about is I have a lot of receivers on my team. but not a lot of great ones. I have JJ, Neighbors, London, Worthy, Thomas, Terry, and Amari.
Those are some pretty good receivers.
And I think you're giving up arguably your best receiver if you're going to give up Naylor. You know what I mean? Neighbors.
You probably have the greatest receiver.
Yeah, I would say
in
that's
JJ.
a hell of a squad.
You know what you do? Take motherfucking McLaurin and see what you can do there. Say McLaurin and a goddamn woo-wop, JK, I guess, if you want to go and get you a Bijan. I mean, do we want Bijan like that right now?
No, I don't want Bijan. He got Gibbs, Jacob, JK, and Jacobs.
I think he's just fine.
You stay there.
He has good depth.
You don't need anything, really.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. It's war, man. There's a lot.
This guy got Bijan,
man.
You know what, bro? And you know what? Space Sam is making a case that he might get better each week, bro.
Who's this?
And he got Jettis.
Yeah.
100%, bro. And you deep,
you know,
at the RBs.
If I saw Sam Darnold at a bar right now, I'm not buying him the shot.
Nah.
You know, like, hey man, you know what, Sam Darnold, let me get you a drink, man. Unless it was like, you know what? I swear I seen Sam Darnold at a Diddy party. I swear to God.
Fucking A.
He's gonna get indicted soon enough.
The way that bodies is dropping like flies, bro. Why would you want to give up more? Just go ahead and bring
exactly
back right now.
I was just saying this yesterday. I was saying, like, you know, normally I'm the type who does this routinely. 2 players turn them into 1 better. 3 players turn them into 2 better. You know, I'm usually doing shit like that, but people are dying and dropping like flies. I'd rather have the depth in a lot of ways right now, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm still trying to hit the waiver.
No way, not a smash.
Oh, Spencer and his humble opinions.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spencer Guru.
Nice shot.
Everybody be sure to check out
Smokey.
Last night's episode of the Guru Nation Power Hour. It was a doozy. You know what I'm saying? Episode 2 out there. Late night on the Mondays. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not a smash because Neighbors is the guy over there.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Neighbors a lot. And like you know what's crazy is like he's been good with Danny Dumbass. Like, and that actually makes me respect the guy even more.
Yeah.
I like Neighbors. Won't you be my neighbor?
All he needs is a much better quarterback, but he's doing 10 dimes right now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing what he's doing right now with that type of quarterback play. I mean, this is the same. It's the same play caller that had a Josh Allen and Diggs at one point. So, like, you know, it is in the game plan to have a true number 1 guy that's you know, getting hyper targeted here.
And just imagine if he had a better quarterback too, what his stats would be. It'd be sick.
And they got 25 targets in 2 games.
That's what I'm saying.
10 and then 15 receptions.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at Nappers go. He was a pretty decent value too this year in the redraft. He was
still out there like 4th round.
Yeah.
You know who was even better value is Brian Thomas.
Let's go. Yeah. Brian Thomas, he got the Bills this week. It's been after
That's
2
gonna be
weeks.
a tough matchup.
It's kind of been a trend that these number 1 receiving options, the number 1 opposing receiving options have been getting blanked out. So I'm still starting Brian Thomas though. Like, but yeah, it's going to be a rough go at it this week.
I sat him for DK this week. After that fucking DK blow up, I had to get him back in there.
Yeah, and you know, hey, shout out to you because you know what I'm saying, DK always has to earn your respect, so that's big. You know what I mean?
JSN, man. It totally fucking finally makes sense out there. Just give him 12, 14 targets, both of them. You get the ball in the air. I know we don't got Ken Walker out there, but man.
And then if we
let Geno cook, right?
If we pull up the ass metric, JSN is up there in the ass metric as too.
Yeah, he is. He had a hell of a game.
100%.
And that's average separator score for those that don't know. The ass metric.
Yeah.
And shout out to my man JSN. It's about goddamn time.
Come on now.
He did okay in his rookie.
I mean, this is the best he's
ever. We had Lockett ahead of him, you know, earning the targets, I guess.
Not me. I was not.
Not if I was the coach, right?
Yeah.
From I would have transitioned a lot sooner. But it's nice to finally know that Seattle has done that transition finally and said, no, he's the guy, and then Lockett is the dude that can, maybe do the 3 wide set and if we get lucky and he finds his way wide open and Geno is on his 3rd or 4th progression and he's open, then great. We got somebody that can catch the ball. He's got good hands. He just don't got the juice,
All right. The Chiefs just came out and said that Carson Steele is expected to have a drastic increase in his role in the offense going forward.
Bong.
That's what they're saying about 2 minutes ago.
And there it is right there. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm going back to what I was saying with Matt Nagy being the OC. And yeah, it's Andy Reid. He calls the plays, but this is the guy that comes up with the game plan every week. And he only want to feature one guy. This goes all the way back to his time with Kareem Hunt back in 2017 and 2018. And then he goes not 2018, in 2017. Then he goes to freaking in 2018, goes to Chicago. He feeds the shit out of Jordan Howard. You know what I mean? Then they get David Montgomery. He feeds the shit out of Monty. Monty had 300 touches. Last year and the year before that, they brought in Matt Nagy. And that was one of the reasons why I was even on Pacheco as a rook, because he fit the description of Matt Nagy's running backs. You know what I mean? Carson Steele does too, because Matt Nagy don't fuck with the little tiny guys unless they're like speedsters. Like he did have a Tariq Cohen. Remember that? But that was like kind of their Tyreek Hill sort of back then in Chicago. But yeah, they just want to feed one guy. So if it's Carson Steele, I mean, what's going to fuck him up is if he can't pass pro, because Samaje Perine can.
You know, 2 years ago, we also had McKinnon finishing as a back RB2, off just all PPR based usage, 100%.
And but the guy who still got the work, most of the work on the ground was Pacheco, and 100%.
Then facts. But that if it is that Samaje Perine that does have to play on everything that so but that also goes back to maybe if Carson can go ahead and get back there on 3rd down and protect
and there's a real possibility that they bring on Kareem Hunt and he's just on the practice squad for now. Like that's a real possibility. You know what I mean? Like just to have extra bodies, because he is a guy who hasn't played football for like about a year. And at this point, I think he was what did he play week 1 and 2 last year?
Call me crazy. Would you think the Giants going after Bryce Young?
Yeah, you're crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, they paid Daniel Jones. I think there's
he's getting 40.
What did he get, a 3-year deal?
Yeah, 4 years. I think.
Yeah, it was
4 years, 160 or something.
Yeah, and I think he got like 80 or 90 or something like that guaranteed. So he's already working through most of his guarantees after this year. So they can fucking move from him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I think it was like 80 or 90 guaranteed. Yeah, but he's the reason why they signed him. He got a playoff win for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then obviously it was his contract year, and they gave him it's a very team friendly, very a quarterback friendly contract considering the quarterback market of those guys who are paid. You know what I mean?
And forgive me for not knowing the status of the Giants offensive line, but is it really that much better than Carolina's? That's like, until Bryce Young has a elite line, he ain't gonna be anything.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here and say he's far too small.
Yeah, he's a skinny boy.
Bryce Young's a little
what is he, 5'11"?
I mean, you got me. Might be 5'9". Might be 5'10". He just keeps getting smaller and smaller each week.
And smaller, exactly.
Yeah, the more hits he absorbs. He doesn't swell up. He gets compressed. He's not a sweller.
He's 5'10", 204 pounds. So what?
5'10", man. Yeah,
pushing it.
That's a tough one.
He can't even look over the man. Even Drew Brees used to be like this. Remember, he used to be like that. Look, kind of getting on a.
Yeah, the tippy toes. With the
yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
He be looking over the fucking lineman and shit. See Bryce Young, he doing one of these.
Yeah, he had big old Jimmy Graham to throw to forever though. He's like, oh, I can't miss that guy.
He's
right
Jimmy
there.
Graham over everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was actually thinking about this when I was watching how shitty Bryce Young is on Sunday. I was like, man, who are the Bama QBs we got in the game right now? We got Jalen Hurts, Tua, Bryce Young.
You got Mac Jones, who's a backup.
Maybe they're just. It is the real thing. If you're coming from those phenomenal programs, you have everything in place. You have an NFL team in college, basically, when you're on Alabama. Then you go to you get highly drafted to a shitty team that is probably would lose to Bama, right?
Did you see that meme I sent the group chat this morning?
Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that meme.
Yeah, you see that?
That was fun.
2-9-11 bench and CTE for Tua.
He ain't that old now.
I'd hate to see what that brain looks like inside that mush.
I'm sure it's fine.
Tua come back to us, Tua. I thought about this a lot too. I don't think it's much of a drop off from Tua to Skylar Thompson. Call me crazy, man.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was able to get Derek Carr last night in about 3 leagues.
There you go. You got waivers that run that early or what?
Yeah, I was I had some injuries, so I took put the guy on the IL.
Okay. You got waivers that run on a Monday or something, or on a.
I was able to pick up Carr.
I remember I was in one of Piggy's leagues a hell of years ago, and he had the waivers run on a Monday. And I remember for like 3 weeks straight, I didn't realize. I'm like, why do I keep missing everybody? I'm like making my claims on Tuesday. I'm like, why am I picking up right now? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck on a Monday?
Yeah, they got daily waivers on some leagues too.
Yeah, some do.
I'm not mad at those because it gives that's for all the that's I think that's best for work leagues. You know why? Because motherfuckers will complain about me. They're like, "Whoa, I'm at work and Bogart's just running around. He's just be able to pick anyone up willy-nilly." Because then it does give people a chance to be able to consume all the information, and then you get, every night you can make your claims, and obviously those are fab leagues. So I'm not mad at the daily waivers.
Bucky
I think
Irvin worth a look at running back for shots every team at the Terror.
Hell yeah.
Bucky Irving's a nice role player. We talk about size. That's another guy
everywhere last week though.
On the small side. So if he's opposite of Rashad. Rashad's a big guy. If he gets the workload, I don't know if he's going to be. The system might have to change. The crazy thing is about Tampa Bay is like they might not give a fuck about the production out of Rachaad White. They're like, this dude is just, bruising the fucking defense, wearing them out. We're not expecting him to be an all-star out there. We just need a running back that can, handle the load and tire out the defense, and then have Baker throw to the receivers and then occasionally throw it to Rashad himself. I mean, like in the 2-minute drill, that's where Rashad comes into play. Is that he gets the greasy catches, and then he at the end of the day, he's got almost 20 carries for 40 yards and 6 catches for 36 yards, and you're like, man, PPR league, that's awesome. That's pretty good.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. How many targets does Rachaad White have after 2 weeks?
Give me a second.
And then after,
I think he had like 70 targets or 60 targets last year.
Okay, no, I'm just saying after 2, because there is a career stat for Baker where he
maybe even catches. I'm not sure.
25% of his target market share goes to the running back position. So that's one
at 6 for 6. Oh, I haven't got to him on week 2. Let me put.
Ooh, he had 6 for 6 Monday or week 1. Okay.
Yep. And then we'll pull up.
He has 7 targets receiving wise and for the season so far, and as
Okay,
rushing
so you had one
attempts,
last week.
about 25. 25
Okay.
rushing attempts and then 7 targets receiving.
I'm with Kidda though too. It's like, man, just if you can get your hands on any, if you can get your hands on Bucky Irving, you just want a piece of this offense right now. This is one of the better. While we were in the offseason, we were talking about the same gang strategy, where it's like I'll stack Rams, I'll stack Lions, Texans. I was saying the same thing about the Buccaneers. You know what I mean? Like these are just you just want players from these teams because they're going crazy.
Yeah, I got
Except Kate Otten, man,
Oh, God,
he's dying on us, man.
He's missing out on the party.
100%.
I was totally in on the Kate Otten. I was like, you know what, he's gonna do it this season. I mean,
Shit.
out there every single.
I dropped him last night for Derek Carr.
McMillan's actually a real thing. So that when they go 3 wides, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe he's just not that good, and they know that, so they're just like avoiding him.
Okay, Kate Otten. Yeah.
Tino said is rushing up this year.
We had the big Mixon and Saquon week 1. Who's the big rushing leaders of week 2?
We got AK with 115.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the number 1 fantasy asset right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Right now, yep.
Connor with 122 last week, and we got JP with 100. We got JT with 103.
There you go, JT.
I only got the first 18 written down, and then last week we had a 109, a 159, a 135, a 147, a 120, a 113.
And they say this is a passing league.
100%.
It is funny how people.
True, right?
I mean, we're getting it. We're getting it all from all ends, man. Like they're definitely. Give me Derrick Henry. What did Derrick Henry do on the ground? I know he hit pay dirt.
He didn't do much.
He didn't do much, huh?
4.7.
I guess we could still try to buy low on Derrick Henry too.
18 for 84, 4.7 yards per carry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry last year had a slow start as well.
Yeah,
there's some slow starters out there, you know.
A little older. You don't play no preseason. It's kind of like we are kind of watching some of these teams like get into football game shape, and like for the Rams, for instance, right? Like none of their starters obviously play preseason, and they're just out there slow, and now they're all dead. Dead. Yeah. And you can smell it in the air. We're at war, man. Bodies are dropping left and right, man. Good old days. Bad days.
Now. That's so federal. We in this thing.
Reload that thing.
Come on.
Okay. Hey, hello to my little friend.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, my mama. One guy isn't replacing Pacheco. Them is facts. Unless Steele surprises, he hasn't looked good since the preseason. And Makers in the offseason, preseason, and in game until he fumbled 100%. Tank is the next guy up. Tank Bigsby is the next guy up. DP has the hamstring issue still going on. Joe Mixon ankle not considered serious.
Nope.
Okay, good. Come back to me, Sir Joe Mixon.
Line about that one. I like that one too, Spence, on my man QJ, but I wouldn't blow a lot of fab for surely. Tyler Algier looked decent last night.
He always looks pretty good, right?
Alec Pierce is looking like Richardson's one of his favorite targets right now too.
100%.
And, you know, after 2 weeks, I know week 1 we could say it was fluky, but like, yeah, now after 2 weeks, I'm like, man, they really throwing it at Alec Pierce like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Thanks.
When Josh Downs comes back, does his role diminish to non-existent anymore?
I mean, I think A.T. Perry and him are the ones that they're the ones that are gonna have issues here, right? Because I mean, not A.T. Perry, what's his name?
AD
Mitchell.
AD Mitchell.
AD Mitchell, yeah, some kind of acronyms or whatever. Yeah, Mitchell is the one that I think Downs they'll vulture each other, because those guys are like they're predominantly the slot presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spencer got a good one. How y'all feel about Hunter Henry at tight end?
I like it a lot, actually, because it's like what weapons do they got? They're all young. And then this guy's
he's the veteran.
He's the veteran that you can lean on. And I think it might not go away that much too if they do make a switch to Mayday. You know what I mean? Like, because rookies naturally lean on a tight end. So I think like Hunter Henry is better than Kelsey right now.
It's crazy. He almost got 39 yards on the year. It's crazy.
Yeah. And, I like that when they get in the red zone, he running routes, Hunter Henry. He's in the package because he can block too, but like he running the routes though.
And you know what? I liked how Lee said about Antonio Gibson. Gibson and Rahamador had 30 carries between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Or 100.
Who does New England got this week? Because it's kind of crazy. They've been.
New England's got they're the Thursday night game.
Yeah, they got the Jets. Yep.
Jets.
I hate the Thursday night games.
I like them because it should be a lot of running, like on both sides. Like now, these are two teams that actually have two running back. I hate to say that because I have a lot of Breece Halls, but man, if Braylon Allen's gonna get in the mix too, you're gonna see Stevenson and fucking Gibson. Like this is gonna be a low scoring game. It's gonna be one of the faster Thursday night games too. Two teams that are just gonna run that clock. You know what I mean?
100%. Tino said, "When do we call Bijan and Pitts a bust?"
No, Bijan's not a bust.
I'll say Pitts though.
Yeah,
Pitts, yes. I don't know about Bijan.
And you know what? The Falcons are sitting at 500 right now. Okay.
Yeah, bro. We came back what they did last night. Old Quirky Kirk, the way he drove their ass down that field.
That's so funny that they said, "Oh, okay, let's play like an NFL team." Until like the last minute and a half that they had the ball.
They're like, "All right, guys, this is what we practice all week for this minute." Hey, you know what's funny? Because Kirk Cousins, I can't imagine him like in the huddle, like, "All right, guys, let's go." It's like, man, shut up, Kirk.
Those passes come out with like no velocity though. They were fucking just.
There was one.
They were on target. They were put where they needed to be, but it wasn't like a Mahomes pass or an Aaron Rodgers where that shit just.
There wasn't a lot of mustard on that.
There's no mustard on those passes at all. They're like, boop. Oh, okay, well, let's put it right there.
Guru said another one is a damn good one too. We can see where we can track these trends. Gesicki, another one to watch. They play the Commandos this week.
Oh, I think Gesicki is the best tight end out there if he's available.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Other than Cam Akers, I think I was probably prioritizing Gesicki. Cincinnati, they need playmakers, and he's quietly always been really a pass catcher.
He's not a blocker. I was gonna say
he's not a blocker. He's a pass catcher. And maybe that's why the rookie Eric All got some action. I was surprised to see him get as much work as he did. I was like, man, I wasn't really even expecting him to be healthy enough to play.
So did Tanner Hudson, and so did fucking my man Drew Sample. Like all these guys were in the mix, but Gesicki definitely outsnapped and out targeted all of them combined. So yeah, because I think all got 4 targets. Like. But remember, it's just Jamar Chase right now. And then there's Yoshi, obviously, and he benefited because people just, you know what I'm saying? They caught the 2 tugs. Fucking Yoshi caught 2 tugs. Let's go. Shout out to Jemo the Icon. Jemo the Icon called me one day. He's like, "You keep talking about this Burton kid on the show. You got it wrong." I was like, and he's like, this guy, he couldn't even pronounce his name. He's like, Lucifius. And I was like, who? Yeah, he's going to be the guy, man. And I'm like, okay. And then week 1, I was like, all right, I guess he's going to be the guy. Not Burton.
Oh, my mama. That's crazy. Shout out to Yoshi. 100%.
Telling me how to do my job, Icon.
Peacock in here dropping game on how to continue to add and drop during these games. I mean, try and stay above the ahead of the curve when it comes
to the waivers.
100%.
Yeah, man. I saw Peacock do a couple Hunt pickups yesterday because and I was like, man, he's a good manager. I mean, I'm over here high as fuck. Like thinking about Kareem Hunt. Just kind of thinking about it. You know, until the day I can think it into existence, right? I actually got to get on the app, right? Like I was like reading the thread too, like, man, what the fuck? Why? Let me go get Kareem Hunt. And I'm like, wait. I went to the Heart to Star, like, damn it, E-Rock.
Yeah, E-Rock be on this shit too.
Oh, like, damn it. Shout out to E-Rock.
Oh, my mama.
Hey, I was so high this morning, bro. I put the wrong, Peacock put all the shout out to Peacock. He set up all the streams for this week. I copied the wrong one, put it in all the things. Like, yeah, but you know what? Shout out to, ooh, yes. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Gotta be active.
He is super. And I swear to God, they don't even write that show. That's just his actual life.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
Hey, Dennis said you gotta be active on the wire every single week. Oh my mama, especially on them days when that motherfucker open. Oh my mama. You're in the standard grab Bucks defense. They about to smash this week. If you need a player sometimes, just go blocks. No, that's 100% too, bro. You definitely don't want your league mates to go ahead and get somebody that pop off, especially for the free. Oh my
God. JD with Debo out, do you think Brandon Ayuk finally steps up? Because he's still working his way back in there. He hasn't done anything 2 games in.
Nah, he sure
has got to step up, man.
He sure hasn't, but like how Bogey says, you get the limping Trey White in right now, who's giving up Winters the last 2 weeks, 100%. So hopefully, and the Niners coming off this loss, this ass whipping that they just had in Minnesota, bro.
Minnesota beat the fuck out of us, didn't they?
Bro, them is facts. You know what I mean?
Even though the score is a 1-possession game, it did not look like that.
Especially with no Debo. Debo in 2 games, man. That Debo has been one of the main focal points in the passing game for the Niners in 2 weeks. 100%.
And what did the Brock say last year when he said, "Man, it's just different out there without 19, right?"
100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
No.
Them is facts.
Yeah,
it's gonna bring a whole nother thing to this.
You don't have your knight, Bogey. You took both knights off the board.
No. They're moving in on us. Send all the rooks.
Puking is a part of football. They're all trash cans everywhere. Oh, everything. Remember Mark Sherleff, whatever his name is. My mom.
Yeah,
they call him Stink for a reason. Everything. Shout out to Mark Schlereff, man, 100%, man. He said he used the bathroom on himself. He ain't coming out the game, bro. He pissing on himself. Oh, my mama.
And Deontay Johnson's going to have some nice targets this week.
I hope so. Red rifle time, huh?
Yeah.
We got the red rifle.
I actually looked at this. So the rifle last year. Thank you. You know, unload one more time. Reload that and unload one more time for good measure. We get a red rifle.
The red rifle.
Yeah.
Carrot top.
He had a game last year when because they had the same thing. They were like, all right, Bryce Young, sit your ass down. Let me show you how it's done. He started a game. He had 58 pass attempts. You know what I mean? Let's go, Andy Dalton. You know what I mean?
We need him, bro.
Make this a fucking game against the Raiders, bro. And fire up all your Zamir Whites this week. Let's go.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I was like, maybe this is the week that I finally get to start Zamir.
I sat all my Zamirs this week.
Yeah.
I even had Addison everywhere I have Zamir. I was like,
I didn't do the 0 RB this year and take him number 1 on my squad. He was my 3rd usually, so I got lucky.
Smokey, top of it.
What up, Smokey? Yeah. Oh, that's Smokey.
Yeah, I like that idea, Peacock, because some of the designs that I really like the H's, and if I could get like a breast area, that I would probably like get it right away. But it's always like this big ass fucking logo on the back or in the front, and I'm like, I don't know. My mom is pretty. She's like low key, just like she don't want to be flashy in a way. You know what I mean?
She's like a little plain Jane.
Yeah. She My dad, on the other hand, I'll fucking get him jerseys and shit, and he'll wear jerseys. He's like a little kid with a jersey on. He's like, I'm about to play football today.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops, bro. Tino said we should see how much it costs to get on Bay Area BTV. Know what that is, Bogey?
No, I was actually trying to think.
Is that like a public access network?
So we can get on Channel 15? Is that what you're saying, Tino?
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, I always wanted to have my own public access show. That's why I didn't even do podcasts. I ain't gonna lie. Always wanted to have a morning show like Howard Stern. Boom, here we are, right? Always wanted to have my own public access show like goddamn Wayne's World. You know what I mean?
Wayne's World.
Party time.
Excellent.
Woo, 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 woo.
Right. Oh, Tino said, well, your arms are hot, bubble vest.
See,
Yeah,
I was
for real.
One of the first times I was in New York, we went to a comedy show, and I had the you know, I was feeling real New Yorkish. I had the bubble vest on, and then one of the comedians like, look at this guy right here. He's like, wait, with your arms, it's just your arms aren't cold. He was tearing me up though. That shit's funny.
Yeah, that my boy Lance Woods just announced he got a show for his birthday coming up in I think it's next month.
Okay. Shout out to Lance Woods, man.
Lance Woods, he blessed us in the studio, man, and gave us a dope ass. It wasn't even no interview. He just came and kicked it with us. So I'm gonna try and go pull up for his fucking birthday show this year, bro. On everything. He's a hell of a.
Let me know. I might ride up with you.
100%, bro. On my mama.
Let's go.
Peacock said plenty of rain jackets on everything.
Oh, there you go.
100%.
Yeah, I need to get my hoodie game going again. You know what
I think we need to drop the commercial.
Let's get it.
I can drop that thing. NeonPeacockMerch.com. Hey, NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Come.
Buy a shirt for you.
I hate these leagues. You don't have an injured spot, so you have to keep CMC on your bench.
You got to keep dropping kickers and defenses just to hold people throughout the week.
Yeah, Mostert is kind of like banged up. Zeke would be the one I would drop, but I don't know if maybe Steele, but that's only because you're hurting right now. You're relying on Henry and Ford. You also might not have to use more than 2 running backs. So if you only have to play 2 running backs, those aren't bad options.
But Ford is he has a kind of a
Ford's hurt too. Damn.
Oh wow. Oh, Deontay Foreman. I didn't know Ford's hurt, so that means Deontay.
Oh no, I didn't know. I thought that's what you're talking about. But yeah, you're right. Foreman did get some work.
Yeah, he did get some work in there.
No, I don't think Steele or P. Ryan. P. Ryan if you're in a PPR, Steele if you're in a standard. And I would drop Zeke because I expect Dowdle to start getting more and more work as we go on through the season. Because Zeke is dead.
You know what I think we need to do? I think we need to cut a Rico Suave. We need to cut that drop. That way he knows he about to be a thing.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna wake up and be that 3-down back out there for sure.
Yeah, bro. But see, here's another thing.
The Cowboys got to do better though. Like, let's get some leads and run the ball, not have to like do this freaking split carries, and each running back only gets like 8 carries a game. Like they're not averaging a lot of routes on the ground for the receptions, and they definitely ain't running the ball.
What they need to do is have Rico in there majority of the time, and if they get to a point of the game where they're in the second half and they got a lead, then you put in a fresh Zeke. Do that. You know?
What's a fresh Zeke? That's fresh Zeke was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know. It's just impossible, right? Like,
what are you talking about?
Don't give him his first carry till the third quarter.
We all hyped up because he lost 10 pounds. He's like, yeah, he's slimming down. He should be
talking
quick.
about feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
He's saying feed me, and he's losing weight. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Zeke.
Guru said that he'll definitely drop Zeke for Steele.
Yeah.
And Pierce led to Colts in snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been like that too, because he could block, so he's never leaving the field.
I'm buying an existing player a shot except Watson, or I might buy him like a 6 and call a few trainees.
Oh wow!
Hey, we gotta call them transmissions. Chaotic transmission. Hey,
they done blew the tranny.
We gotta flip it.
Oh no, they're coming for me. You'll never take me alive, Coppers.
Fucking hey. Just looked up the wide receiver.
What up, Chaotic?
What up? Top of the morning, 100%. Guru said, just looked up the Rams wide receiver snap count. D. Robinson, 92%. Tylenol Johnson, 87%. Jordan Whittington, 50, and Tutu, 19.
See, and the Jordan Whittington, it's only at 50 because that's when after Cup was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah, and he did all the Cup things. Like when you look at I was actually looking this up there. What was the site? It was someone broke down the snaps after Cup was out, and and the routes run, all the shit. And Jordan Whittington had 10 routes run, while Tylenol Johnson and Tutu Atwell, they had 5 and 7, and then what's his name ran 8 routes. Demarcus Robinson. So I like 10 routes, bro. And so I'm telling you, if we can get a Jordan, like stash Jordan Whittington, and in the deeper leagues, he might even be like a fringe flex this week. And I'm crazy enough to do it.
Yeah, I like to tie myself to that offense because I think McVay can scheme for his personnel. I don't think he has to go, oh crap, I need a guy to do this role or this role. He's like, okay, these are the players I have. This is what's going to work. And he's usually pretty successful at scoring points. So yeah, I like the Whittington. He's very intriguing. Yeah, I would probably put him up in my top 5 claims right now, easy.
Yeah, I would have him behind Jennings and all them. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I don't think we've even mentioned him, or at least since I've been on, I haven't really.
Yeah, no, we definitely been bigging him up. You know what I mean? That's a playmaker special. We'll call
it. Yeah, and the background noise. Yeah, for sure. We've kind of felt like that's a guy out there. That's crazy, man. That sucks. That Cooper up and Cooper.
That is week 15, 1992, I think it is. I saw that the other day.
Week 15, 1992, what?
The last time the 49ers won in Minnesota.
That basically we just been getting our ass every time we touch down, man. In the land of the lakes.
So you telling me it's been funk?
It's been funk. Shout out to John Randall, man. John Randall was a beast, bro.
Oh,
wow, that's a throwback name.
That's a name for that.
Facts. Steve Young Times, Elkin Custos. So is Debo gonna be out 2 to 4 weeks or longer? Would you rather have Stevenson, Flowers, Ayuk, or Mason in full PPR?
It'd be Stevenson.
Yeah, Steven.
he's just because he's getting work in the passing game and he gets the full workload. I do like Jordan Mason.
Hamador.
Yeah, and for shit, if I can get if I can somehow get Mason as well, like how can we do that, right? Yeah, because I'm assuming like he's looking for someone to start over Debo. Yeah, I'm playing Mason every week, and I'm playing
Mason every week, bro.
I got all the running backs I got that are carrying any kind of load. I'm starting them motherfuckers. People's dying out there. We need it all.
Said that that Bay Area BTV is basically like the new Channel 15, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna call my man Dino, man. Shout out to my man Dino Dolo, man. Hyphy culture. Yeah, follow him on Hyphy culture on Instagram. That's my main man, 100 grand for real. I'm about to ask him about that shit.
The Dalvin Cook experiment. Oh, no.
I don't think that's it happen anytime
this
soon.
Dumpster diving 101 that we're talking about now. Shit, that's desperation.
Bakes said TJ gonna eat.
What up, Bakes? Who finna eat?
TJ?
Who's Manzata? Hawkinson?
Not an Ocho Cinco. Carson Palmer.
Hey,
who was a running back there with them?
Was it Brett? I used to drink the Henny.
Carson Benson?
Yeah.
Was it Benson?
Oh wow, Benson, yeah, name drop.
It was Benson.
Yeah, he was a solid dude for like
dude. Carson. I forgot what his first name was, but I think it was Benson.
Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson.
My mama. Running back. He came from Texas, I think. Cedric Benson. Oh my mama.
Good knowledge right there.
Gonna cook for president.
He was kind of like a Pacheco, like the way he ran. Smash you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to tackle him. He would get hurt though.
Yeah, like Pacheco.
Is this the first time Pacheco got hurt?
This is the first. I think it is.
No, it's not.
No.
Pacheco got hurt.
A hamstring.
Pacheco has missed time every year.
Okay.
This is the big stretch.
This is the big one though.
Yeah. When I hear fibula or a tibula, which one is it?
Fibula.
Yeah,
that's a big bone, right?
The fibula is the biggest bone in the leg.
Yeah, that's the big bone. So.
See what I'm saying? See, you got the fibula, the tibula, right? That's all right here. See that? If you're Isaiah Pacheco, you can't run without a fibula, man. I mean, but the fibula is connected to the knee. Like you're not gonna have the whole leg right here. I'm just saying.
Come on now.
I'm a doctor.
One leg Pacheco.
Just rub some dirt on it and get back.
If there's anyone that can run with one leg, I swear.
Or Andy Reid kiss it. Like McDaniel did. Go ahead and kiss this leg. It make it better.
Andy Reid will rub a cheeseburger on it.
Rub a little bit of dirt and kiss the dirt, man. 100%. Heavy says, shout out to Heavy, man. Heavy been frequenting our channel a whole lot, man.
Big up to him.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Man, we appreciate you for being Jim Well family around this mug, man. 100%. Would you drop Garendo for Justice Hill to pick up Carson Steele?
It would be Garendo for me. Because Justice Hill, man, bro, like, are the Ravens secret bad right now?
And
Justice Hill is going to be useful if they're
Justice Hill is secret good.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, talking about the Ravens are secret bad, so they need the negative game script running back because that's Justice Hill. Like Justice Hill is the negative game script running back. You know what I mean? When you're playing from behind. And I was saying this last, I'm like, how is it when you see the Ravens play from behind? I'm like, they got the Raiders this week. Boom, blue.
Yeah. I don't know. I already mentioned that I'm probably staying away from the whole Kansas City backfield situation at the moment. But
man, look at how bad Mahomes is looking. They want to run the ball because, I mean, I think Mahomes' numbers aren't the greatest because they're running the ball. There's the emphasis on running. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
In a standard, scoring format, right? Can Patrick Mahomes get 20 points for us one time? Like, what's going on? It's kind of crazy, right? They want to run the ball. It's hurting them when they get down there. They want to punch it in. When they get, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been blowing teams out. Like, okay, how about this?
Maybe this is when Kelsey wakes up. Now they got. They have no choice but to
morph into that.
They tell Taylor Swift to not come into the stadium and stay home. They're like, no,
Swift got a bad box. Give me a ding.
Hey, but you know what though, bro? She do got a bad box. But another thing is, I think it was Dennis that told us though that baby,
oh shit,
is pro Kamala and
there's some beef in the box up there.
Yeah, they're getting political now.
Getting political on top of bad box.
Hey, you know, Patrick Mahomes, he's like, can I just be the GOAT?
It's a publicity stunt. They have to hang out and act friendly.
Step the fuck aside. Step aside.
Yeah.
Come on,
Shit, give her a goddamn give her some money. I don't know. Pay her to not show up. How about that?
We'll do another two. Go back
in a shocking turn of events. There's turmoil in the locker. Patrick Mahomes got caught sleeping.
As much as I hate to say it, there's one team Travis Kelce likes to feed on, and that's the Chargers, and that's week 4. Chargers, Chiefs. And he always fucking has a day
I'm
against
trying
us.
to reverse jinx it.
I don't like saying it, but I know it. That motherfucker's hurt me so many times, my team so many times.
I swear to God, Jim Harbaugh will go out there and start squabbing with Andy Reid, bro. Like, Jim Harbaugh is crazy, bro. He's firing up everyone right now. It's week 3. They ain't talking about the Chiefs right now.
And Bogey, if we beat the damn freaking Steelers, are you going to say the Chargers are legit?
Who did the Steelers beat? They beat the Falcons, wounded,
Falcons,
and they beat the Broncos. Okay.
Yeah.
If they beat the Chargers, if they lose to the Chargers, bravo. You know what I mean? Bravo, Chargers. Listen.
Hey, I would be happy going into Kansas City 3-0.
Oh, Chargers never beat.
Lee got Jim. Lee got Jim Harbaugh. He's ready to fight right now. He's like, so what you gonna say when they win, bro?
I know.
Chargers won't beat Pittsburgh.
And if they do, I would say, you eat your words.
Bro, I eat crow every week. The best ability,
right?
One of the best abilities is accountability.
We're on for 10 hours. Yeah, you think we get them all right?
I'll be right. So much right. Fucking, you gotta admit when you're wrong. It's funny.
Oh shit. Well, I do know historically, watching a lot of Charger games in my day, the Steelers have our number big time. That is a hard fought battle at times, but they usually come away with the win.
I know it was Carolina.
That's typical.
And I know it was
the
Raiders.
There was the AFC Championship game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was it. Like, that's the only one I can think of that they actually were able to win. And then there were some other playoff. When the Chargers were kind of consistently getting there,
you know who's
they would always get eliminated by
they played the Patriots and the Colts a bunch of times.
The Colts, Patriots, Steelers, they were always getting eliminated by them. Ben Roethlisberger was always kind of like
if you go
destroying the Chargers.
Look at the history during that stretch. It was always either, and you got to remember, you got to put the Ravens in the mix too when you get later into the thousands. But yeah. It was always Manning or Brady somehow, some way in that AFC title game. Like, they were always in the mix, bro. It was crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then Flacco, you got to throw Flacco's name in there too, because Flacco he had.
Did we answer Heavy's question? Did we come to a conclusion?
I would say drop. I said I'll drop Garendo and go
Garendo, yeah.
Yeah, and I would take. I want to pick up Steele. If you need running back, that's a priority to me. Like that, and if not, Braylon Allen too. You know what I mean? Like, just one or the other, or in order. I'm trying to claim.
That's a smooth move. I like it because Garendo, he's probably not getting much work At least not as much as Carson Steele.
Yeah, and
what we anticipate.
And we got them coming out saying that he's going to get a significant uptick. I like that. You know what I mean? Because before we heard that, I was already feeling that way. So and shout out to my man Ricky Williams, the actual Ricky Williams. He told me I go out in the world seeking confirmation because I act like I know everything.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Isaac Guerrero stay on the waivers, and whenever it's time for you to make that decision that you want him back, he might still be there.
Yeah, because he hasn't shown anything for, unless it's just someone who's just like, I mean, we are 2 weeks in, and it is a thing. You want to pick up handcuffs, like pick up running back handcuffs. Motherfuckers are dying left and right. If you got space, like if you got a Xavier Legette or something like that on your bench, fucking cut him. Fucking cut. Just motherfuckers that are not going to get in your lineup, cut them and grab handcuffs. You know what I mean? Because they're dying left.
Same right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Justice Hill. Go back to his question. Justice Hill is someone that you could actually get in your lineup at one point if on a bye week or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not Isaac Guerrero right now. Jordan Mason, let's go. We're gonna run all over those Rams. We're trying to get above 500. Let's go. Don't die on me, Jordan Mason. Now I told someone to drop Isaac Guerrero, and now this motherfucking Jordan is gonna die. Isn't it? Don't do it to me. You got another question?
Yeah, he said, shout out to Heavy. He say, how much fab are you putting on Carson Steele and Kareem Hunt? I'm thinking 27 for Steele and $7 for Hunt. So what is it out of 100? You got $100 for the whole year?
I'm just gonna say 8 weeks, right? That's what I'm gonna say for Pacheco. They say 6 to 8. I'm just gonna go with 8. If I can get a guy for 8 weeks, pause. I might spend more than that 27.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I might spend like 50. I'm dead ass.
Because in that offense, you expect them to be in the red zone a lot.
A lot.
Motherfucker might be a beneficiary of just falling in the fucking end zone, bro.
Right? And pissing off all the Patrick Mahomes owners.
Okay, so here's this is also, you already have 2 weeks, right, of fab. So what I would do is I would evaluate what the hitters have been going for, and then hover around that area.
And then look at how much bread everybody got. And then if there's people that got more bread than you, go and look at what their needs might be. You got to get real intricate with it. You know what I mean? Because then I might be like, all right, look, this motherfucker need a running back. And look at what he bid last week on such and such. I know this is the kind of range he's gonna put.
That's your range. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Right there.
It's like, all right, his range is like 35 or 27.
Because you're battling your league in terms of fab. You're not you're like, that's not a
it's not a priority as far as the waivers.
It's hard to value fab because it's league to league.
I'll blow the whole load. I don't give a fuck if I need to sign. Like,
I've seen that before.
One of those guys, but I would spend a good significant amount.
I haven't seen it this season, but like most leagues that I play are 200 fab, and I've seen some fucking 70s. So
there you go.
That's what.
And Peacock tell the story all the time.
35%
about Puka. You know, if you when motherfuckers, if you didn't draft Puka last year in week 1, like how
the whole load.
He spent $101 on him. He was able to acquire some extra fab through trades to go put it on Pooks. And look what Pooks did for you. So if we're going to get 6 to 8 weeks, why not put a couple dollars on motherfucking Carson Steele, bro? 100%.
Yeah. And I like his idea of just putting something modest for Hunt, because like, here's the thing, is like, there's probably going to be someone who blows a big ass load on Hunt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so let them do it. I'd rather, if I'm gonna blow a big load, pause. It's gonna be, I'm trying to steal off on something. You feel me? I want the load carrier in that backfield. I think it's gonna be that guy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm willing to spend the money for that assumption.
We got Nelly Nell up in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Nelly?
He said, big boys playing up in here. Salute Bogey. That film I invited you invited you to September 28th, the screening in the Lady Filmmakers Festival in Beverly Hills. I'm nominated for Best Actor in a Feature. Shout out to Big Bro.
Yo. Yeah, he told us. Hey, shout out to my man
Congratulations.
Nelly. Nelly's like, listen, folks, come out here. He's like, we're gonna go to the red carpet. Fucking let's go. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can work this, right? But man, that Saturday. Oh, my girl's working that Saturday too. It's gonna be because I was like, I might even be able to do just a day trip. Go in the morning, come home
right back.
Yeah. It's LA. It's LA. You know what I mean? I know, because I want to be there to support my mans, man.
That's federal.
I'll be the loudest one in the crowd. Hey! And the winner is Nelson Tynes. Let's go. We got to speak it into existence, man. Shout out to my man Nelson Tynes. You know what I'm saying? You guys might be familiar with some of his work. He wasn't paid in full, man. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I ain't eating.
Classic shit, man.
Hell yeah.
It was like the most iconic scene in the movie.
Right? And you know what's crazy is like Nelly's one of the coolest dudes, man. And everybody check out his. Oh, Nelly, put it in the chat. Did the new project drop too? Because yeah, he's also scoring some films now. Because he's the Black Yanni, bro. This motherfucker kills the keys, bro. He be tickling them ivories, bro. For real though, like that should trip me out one day. Nelson Tynes, everybody. And yeah, he's a great follow too on Instagram. Check him out. Sagittarius is we're just interesting.
Them is facts.
Yeah. We do it.
We got said I would hate dumping my fab on these players. We haven't seen the top waiver wire yet. It's only week 2. I ain't mad at you with that one, bro. So in a couple of leagues I do that aren't fab, I hold the number 1 and number 2 waiver wire pick. And I think the one I got the number 2 in, I'm going for Braylon, hoping Buddy gets Carson. But I might be a few of the ones I got the number 1 waiver wire in, bro. I might be taking your advice and take out my claim for Carson on everything. I think I might hold that bitch, bro. And at least in one league, I'm gonna hold that motherfucker. And them is facts. Thanks a lot. Say shout out to Nelly Nail. Hope you been well, brother, doing big things behind the scenes. 100%. Them facts. Nelly said y'all come down to the red carpet, man. 100 for sure, bruh. Oh my mama, man. Facts. We in the building, bro. What else? You got anything else in there, Lee? Anything pop up?
I'm just checking out right now. Not really. If there's nothing coming out, I mean, let's see. Not really.
Did we talk about Rico? Is Rico owned a lot?
Rico, we got the drop. Nice. We got the drop. Shit, that was quick. We were only talking about that like 15 minutes ago.
I think that might have been when I had to run in the house, bro. On everything.
Damn, that's good.
There's nothing else.
So, yeah, uptick in usage for sure.
No fucking
He's the only one that looks like he's got some juice.
There it is.
There it is.
Did I hear it? You gotta start surfing on him.
Come on now.
You gotta start surfing on him on that one. Suave.
Rico.
Yes. Rico Donald's about to go off now.
Yeah, he is. I think he is going to. I saw something. Nothing much.
Oh, that shit is funny as a motherfucker.
I wonder if there's leagues out there where he was dropped, and then like he don't.
We got the neighbors dropped too now. Let's go. The neighbors, bro. We got the neighbors dropped now. Let's go.
See, Spencer, you know who doesn't have a drop? Bijan. Got to keep the neighbors and
Oh,
we got to keep neighbors in the neighborhood.
Bijan's drop is gonna be like, you know, when there's almost barely any mustard in the thing, it goes. That's his drop.
The Bijan Dijon. I don't put Dijon on everything. That's not an all around sauce for me. It's very specific.
Yeah, I might do like it. Like if I'm going like a if I want to go like a turkey with no bacon, like a non turkey bacon avocado, it's just like a turkey sandwich. I might throw some Dijon.
You know, I do the Bijan, the Bijan. I do the Dijon on like a roast beef, something like that.
Okay, real bold.
Yeah.
If I do the roast beef, I like horseradish, bro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right? Some bacon too.
Bacon,
hey, Bogey, Chase told me to say
enhanced.
Chase said thank you when you told him DK over Kirk last minute.
Yeah,
he said thank you.
Remember, I was like, you know what? Fuck that, D. Hey, because I almost got convinced on the Kirk. I was like, wait a second, they're playing at Cleveland, bro. And I was a little weary of DK just because of the coverage, but I mean, yeah, he did it, man. Appreciate you, Chase. You know what I mean? That's what we do. There it is. That's the Bijan drop.
Good God.
Shit. Imagine.
The Bijan. Imagine when he scores a touchdown, we hit him with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No wonder he's wide open. Trying to avoid that.
Gotta wake your game up for real. That sounds like me after one of them long nights.
Yeah.
We got big bro Derek in the building, man.
What's up, Derek?
Oh,
man. See, laughter is the key, bro. That makes us live longer. Swear to God.
Them is facts, bro. Oh, every day.
You know, I don't like my Dijon in a squirt bottle now. I'm only buying it with a twist off. You know, dip my knife in there and
Grey Poupon.
Yeah, there you go.
Grey Poupon, bro.
That's Tito said that. I was 20 years old when I found out I couldn't afford Grey Poupon.
Hey, bro, hold on.
You didn't watch Prices Right? That shit's always been like $2.99.
When I was a kid, though, right? I used to go on, when you go on the field trips and you got to like bring a lunch, right, on the field trip. And I used to be always excited, like, I'm getting a Lunchable, right? And then they had like the big Lunchable where it was like you had the ham on one side and the white cheese, and you had the yellow cheese and the goddamn turkey on the other side or whatnot.
With the Ritz crackers.
Yes.
Oh, that's a fancy one. You get the two cheeses.
Yes, it was the big joint, and then they put
the freaking out that bitch.
The chocolate mint, you know what I'm talking about? The chocolate mint,
a little green one,
and they had a little beet. They had a little a Grey Poupon little thing that you bust open and squeeze out.
What?
And I was a kid, I thought I was balling, bro. Like, hey, bro. But you know about that Grey Poupon, bro?
Shit, did they have the Capri Sun too?
You're goddamn right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. That shit was.
Damn, I didn't realize that them bitches had the fucking 2 cheeses and 2 meats.
It was the big joint, you know what I mean? That's that field trip joint, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, field trip. You can get that one, or the pizza one, or for a little while they had was it an enchilada or a taco?
Hold on,
there was a.
Is there a microwave around?
Yeah, that was the way to do it, but you didn't ever get it that way. It wasn't special. My school wasn't special. They didn't have no microwave for you to throw.
Yeah, we didn't have no microwave.
No, not at all.
Unless you was cool with the teachers and they let you use that shit.
Nah, we ain't hanging out in the classroom during lunch hour. Hell no, that's the last place we want to be.
You motherfucker right.
Out there, dude. That's sometimes I'm skipping the food entirely. I'm going to the dodgeball field. I'm like, no, I'm playing. I'm sweating off this fucking. what all this built up energy sitting in the classroom doing nothing. Are you kidding me?
Man,
Recesses.
I used to look at that clock and be like, God damn, this motherfucker's moving slow.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to burn off some energy.
Man, that was the worst when I was in high school, though. It was like, man, I could just leave, can't I? I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Well, at least in high school, you kind of could just almost do what you want. At least I did.
Facts. So
if I don't want to go to class, I ain't going to class. Fuck it. What are they gonna do? Call my mom? I ain't got time for that shit.
Back in the days, they used to have the call, the attendance,
the automated call. Your son was not in the first period today.
Exactly, and you got to get home and catch that.
You motherfucker right, and I was there.
Yes, me too,
boy. Oh my God, because they called around the same motherfucking time.
Or like, I'll be burst through the door. I'm late. Oh, there's my little sister. Yeah, I picked it up. Like, okay.
Did you ever pose as the parent? I know I did a bunch of times. I would call in the goddamn the tardy or whatever the line was, and I'd be like, "Yeah, my son is not coming in today, but he's sick." all the time.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, that's what the license that gives you the freedom to make choices.
Come on,
it's like as soon as you get a car, you're like, I can do what I want right now.
You know what's crazy is the kids. So my daughter's high school, they got an app that you can download for the school, and then you can get all your homework information and all these things and events and stuff, right? But the app also it'll. So
it's a tracker.
Yes.
Shit.
If you're leaving the campus, it'll fucking alert like, oh, such and such student is
slid out.
Yeah.
Damn, you tell me I'm not gonna go to Knoxbury Farms anymore?
You done slid out and you ain't answering your phone.
It's like having a GPS on your ankle.
Hey, if they would have had that shit when I was a kid, boy, I'd be in trouble like a motherfucker.
No shit, I'm a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, JD, what are you doing in Oakland?
Right. Oh my mama.
All the way down there.
Who are you
home in an hour?
Fucking asshole. Every day.
And you know what? That's funny because kids nowadays, they can't live without their phone. Back when I was a kid, I was like, fuck the phone. Who gives a shit? I turned that shit off.
I used to remember everybody's phone number.
Now, if you turn a kid's phone off, they're like,
they're stuck. All the directions. We knew how to get places, bro.
100%.
Even today, I don't remember how to get anywhere because now I just got a GPS everything for fucking navigation for real. I'm like, I used to remember how to get everywhere.
I'm still all right with that. I mean, I can even still remember a phone number if it's important enough. I'll still get all the digits right.
100%. Hey, Nelly said he said he just wanted to drop by real fast. He said he working, but he gonna tap in later.
Okay, for sure, Nelly. Yeah, give me a call later, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, my guy.
Tino said that commercial got me like when I was rich, getting that fancy ass mustard on everything. 100%, bro. Good looking, big bro. And those Vanetta cakes I thought were like $100 each when I was 10 years old. Okay.
God damn, for real?
Woo. Yeah.
You didn't watch Prices Right? All of them items was on Prices Right. And they had Supermarket Sweep too. That was another good show.
Supermarket Sweep. I remember that shit.
That shit was tight. They'd be like, give me 10 of the goddamn toilet papers. They were like, that's a nice round number.
Hey, I'm right there here, man. Hey, Dennis, I'm 43, bro. I had multiple pagers, bro. Them is facts.
Yeah,
I think I had my first pager in the 7th grade. No lie.
Yeah,
I thought I was the.
That's when I got my first phone, 7th grade.
Hey, my pops told me, so this when I was in the 6th grade, right? And my pops was like, because we're outside in the motherfucker, man. We're our generation. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna get you a pager. So and I'm like, hell yeah, right? Because it was hard. You got a pager with a voicemail. What?
Yeah, but the phone that I had when I was in 7th grade was not an interesting thing, though. It was like
back in the day, they weren't even nice at all.
They had
were pieces of shit.
buttons.
It was that
All you would see on the screen is the number that you typed.
Yep.
This shit didn't even have like a contact list. Might have, but
if it did, it was kind of
you
hard
still
to
had
find.
to pull out the antenna.
Yep.
It was black. It was little green screen. Xbox.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first cell phone was a Nokia joint, bruh. And I remember that motherfucking, what is it called? That the Nokia, remember, used to like all different
the Blackberries?
cases. Nah, the Blackberry was way later. Blackberry was like 2006.
2006.
Hey, the Blackberries was gangster though because they had the BBM messenger.
Yep.
And like that was like off the grid type shit. You know what I mean?
Never had a BlackBerry, or I never had a Sidekick, but I had to right when the iPhone came out in 08, man, I had that motherfucker, and I ain't went back since.
Yeah, I didn't jump on the iPhone initially. You know what? First of all, I always had those. I was a BlackBerry motherfucker because we had hella cats. You just on the BBM messenger. You know what I mean? Run that. You know what I'm saying? The BlackBerry messenger.
I had the chirp later. I didn't have a Nextel chirp, but I had the Boost Mobile chirp and Boost or Bot Nextel, or it was the other way around. Everything.
Nextel Bot Boost Mobile. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chirps. See, the chirp used to fuck me up though, because you'd just be like at a grocery store or something, and then someone just like hit you. Wow, shit. You're like, hold on, bro.
Yeah, that chirp shit, bro. Oh my mama, facts.
Yeah, and those Nextel.
My Metro, and I had my motherfucking chirp.
If you saw a motherfucker in the hood with a Nextel, bro, you know he was getting the bag because Nextel was not cheap.
100%.
That motherfucking them plans was redonkulous.
Slapping on my mama. Facts. My first cell phone was from Radio Shack, and so when I got that first bill, that motherfucker was slapping. That's the first thing.
Radio Shack was that dude, huh?
The Radio Shack was the shit back in the day.
Radio Shack was the shit, bro.
Oh, my mama.
Hey, back in the days, right? See, this was crazy. Radio Shack, right? So one of the homies is like, he's like, yo, allegedly there's this grow house. We're about to knock this motherfucker down. Oh, word? He's like, yeah, we're gonna go Radio Shack. We go to Radio Shack. This motherfucker grabbed like a joint, like he grabbed a little joint so we could whoop, 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 and open the garage openers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, my mama. Facts. He's a cold dude. That's real ass shit right there. Oh, my mama.
I tell you, Radio Shack was hella low key, man.
Shout out to Jay the Plug, man. We got the motherfucking L Plugger in the building. What's going on, big bro?
What's up, L Plugger, man? That's our guy right there, Big Plugger.
Right.
The Sidekick was so sick.
Yeah, I never had a
Sidekick. I didn't either, but I was jealous every time I saw somebody with a Sidekick. I was like, I'm not willing to drop that fucking dough for a phone, dude. Like, there's no way I'm dropping fucking. I think it were like, well, I know iPhones are expensive, but like, there's justification to it because they do everything. But back when like the Sidekick was around, it was like internet on a phone was still kind of fresh, and it was unnecessary. So the Sidekick was. I think they were 700.
Yeah,
you know, like that's an average phone right now.
Yeah. Oh shit, the Motorola 2-ways too.
Oh yeah,
the 2-way Motorola. I never fucked with them.
So like it was like having a it was the Sidekick before the Sidekick, because you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it was the 2-ways were basically America Online on your phone now. You know what I mean? Remember AOL back in the days?
Oh God, that's a long time ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was the 2-ways were, because you could essentially have like chats going and getting, you know what I mean? Like that was at the first of its kind. Like it's kind of trippy when you think back now, because now everything just does these things. You know what I mean? Like I'd be tripping that, you know, my daughter and my girl, they all got Apple Watches and shit. And I'm like, yo, I remember Inspector Gadget. You know what I mean? Remember Penny? Penny had the little watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she'll call the dog Brain. She'll call Brain, and Brain had the little fucking collar with the antennas up. Pop. Hey, Inspector Gadget was a fool with it. Inspector Gadget wasn't shit. It was all Penny and Brain that did everything on the low.
Yeah, we're doing some Star Trek shit now, though. You know what I mean? Fucking
shit.
watch phone and all that shit. It's like,
Yeah. Comm links are smartphones, basically.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
we just need the beat me up, Scotty.
I want the oo-wop where it's like you pull out the phone and it's a fucking hologram type of shit. It pops out, it's just me, just what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Fucking FaceTime, give you a whole hologram of that motherfucker. Dial it up.
Yeah, that'd be cleaner than a motherfucker, bro. Because they already remember they got the Tupac hologram performing on Coachella or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We got holograms at Disney.
Is that right?
Yeah. What's her face? The chick from Star Wars, not the old chick, but the new one, Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Ray. Yeah.
Man, I used to have the app.
that.
Right? I had this app, and they I don't know what happened. They took it out of this app, but I used to have this. I used to do all my promo videos, and I could be like, I'm the hologram from fucking Star Wars and shit. You remember that shit, JD? I used to do all the fucking.
Oh yeah, what for the intro?
Yeah.
For the that shit was federal, bro. On my
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck.
Facts. On my mama. 100%. What else we got? Y'all remember when minutes were free after 9
Oh
p.m.?
yeah.
Yeah.
My mom would tell me the time. I had my thing all set up
yeah.
too.
That motherfucker be like,
That's a blast in the past, right?
You
there.
had like 50 text messages a month.
We didn't fall into that trap though. We just bought the unlimited from the get go. We were fucking
Smart.
Not fucking with because there was horror stories, $1,000 bills.
Yeah.
What?
You ain't lying.
I did not know. I was on my uncle's plan, right? And I did not know he had
I'll be right back.
his data, right? And I was at his house for about a week, and I racked up about an $800 bill in his damn fucking.
I remember when I
have unlimited now because that shit.
I'm from San Jose, and my sister, she's 9 years older than me. So like when I was like 6 years old, we had moved to Tracy. It's like an hour and some change out of the Bay. So my sister, she'd be like, come with me real quick, and we would walk to like the corner store, and she would jump on the payphone, and then call her friends in San Jose. Because my dad will whoop that ass if you try to run that phone bill up. Just remember back in the days, calling another area code was long distance. So you did what I'm saying? Like that's how it used to be back in the days, man. Even the Nextel, like when going back to the cell phones, the homies that had the Nextel, if they call you, your phone company, your service would be charged by Nextel for picking up the phone. Like because it was grimy. You know what I mean? Like. I heard my mom's like, why the fuck is this? Look at your phone bill. I'm like, what are you talking about? But it's like, because the motherfucking Nextel calls. All the homies that was D-boys, they would have to call me. I had a Nokia. So I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm getting me a Nextel. that was the first phone I got was the first my own shit where I went up in there. It was the Nextel, and it was a goddamn, I think it was Verizon. Yeah, it was Verizon. Oh, it might have been Sprint, actually. Either way, them Nextel phones and those motherfuckers, like they were built for like construction workers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, like
small business.
Yeah, but they promoted it as like super durable. So like my shit literally got ran over and it was straight. Like these motherfuckers were fucking heavy duty back in the days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could drop it off a goddamn building and it was straight for real.
I feel like it's still applicable, like where I'm at in Disney. Like if we could get rid of like the big ass bulky radios that we use, and then like distribute the Nextel little phone, and then like it would be way easier, and you wouldn't have to like switch channels and shit. It would just be like,
you guys don't have like little ear pods or anything like that at all to work. No,
I do my own personal shit. So I can listen to music and stuff, but
you got walkies for real. So it's basically
I get my own iPhone. They give me an iPhone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not bad.
Call from me.
Yeah, I got 2
make sure
phones.
to
Hey, listen, man, you're not a dope dealer.
Oh, I got 3 phones.
You motherfucker
Actually.
multiple phones. Like, oh, he's a pimp.
I got 3 phones. Now that you mentioned that, I got 3 phones. You're right.
Man, I used to have multiple phones. I used to have a phone just for my girl, bro, because it's like, just blow this number up, okay? Don't blow the other ones. You call this one, all right? Blow that shit to smithereens, goddammit.
Was it on a calling card?
Hell no, Getros, bro. The Metro PCSs used to have hella phones, bro. And that motherfucker's like $40 unlimited. Just fucking burners and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. And you always got to switch them up like every 2 months at least.
The calling card's cool because you get to save the number.
Yep.
I remember those back in the days, the fucking prepaid shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we used to have to do that to call. Like if you had a bitch in Frisco or something, like I'm like, yo, I can't call this bitch on the house phone or my cell phone.
We didn't. Mine wasn't for that. It was for moving product.
Yeah, okay, I can dig it. I'm talking about like back in the day. Yeah, because the early 2000s, that was a real thing. Long, you used to see on MCI commercials, and they'd be like, "Yeah, for long distance," and then like, "Yo, that shit was for real back in the days." These motherfuckers would charge you to call. You know what I mean? Now I can call Germany right now and be straight. Yeah,
for real.
Or you used to be on roaming. Mary be like, "Fuck!" You pick up your phone, but you're in roaming territory. That shit was a grip. Cause you know what I'm saying?
They were built different a little bit. Actually, iPhones nowadays are fucking diesel. I was 100 plus feet up in the air, and one of my coworkers on the lift dropped his iPhone 14, and that bitch landed in a pile of rocks, and we were like, "Ooh, that's not gonna be good." 100 plus feet up in the air. Go down, retrieve it. There ain't a scratch on the bitch. It turned on. Like the thing was.
What do you have on it then?
An OtterBox?
It was an OtterBox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
OtterBox.
They say, yeah, I only get OtterBox because they say that you could drop this motherfucker from like 100 feet, bro. I swear to God. I'm like, oh, word. Put it on.
That's what I got on mine.
The screen didn't fucking break. Nothing.
Holy
Not
shit.
crack. No, nothing. It was crazy. I was like, oh, man, that sucks because iPhones are what? 900? You know,
about 900 to 1,200 bucks at least.
It depends on what
They're a thou wow.
900 gig one. It's gonna be 1,500, 1,600.
Exactly.
And so I feel the pain knowing how much. So, you know, like these things are not cheap. So it's like when that shit fell, I was like, ooh, I felt pain. It's not even mine. Go down, get it, look at it, going like, I love iPhone.
Shout out to our
customer for life. not going nowhere else.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, too, right? My kids, they'll figure out a way to destroy every single one of them devices. I promise you.
Dad, I need a new phone.
I always buy OtterBoxes and they still fuck that shit. Yeah, and I'm talking about like the device will be intact. But like eventually, like them iPads, we always put OtterBox. Man, my daughter should chuck that shit. And eventually it just stopped turning on. Like, oh, well, then you broke it now. The screen's intact though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, OtterBox, and that's why they be hitting too. Them OtterBox be hitting for like a note. You know what I mean?
They're about what, 40 to 60 bucks at least.
Shit, the one I guess I was talking about the iPad. The iPad one, that shit was a note.
Hey, you know what's so funny right now? I hate to cut the subject. Hey, but I'm on Sleeper right now looking because I just got a trade offer for fucking Safe Space Sam. But I got Carson Steele on my taxi reserve in this Dynasty League. Sleeper has this motherfucker. Well, in this league, because we get first down rushing points, a rushing point for every first down. But they got this motherfucker projected almost at 14 points in this league.
What?
See what I'm saying? Well, it's because he's finna be the load carrier.
Like who else is competing with him right now?
No one's competing. Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even the Kareem Hunt thing, right? that might be more similar to the Dalvin Cook situation for all we know, where he's just a body on the practice squad. But like for Kareem Hunt, though, it is the system he played in and was successful in. So,
and in a regular scoring league, I got him at in a dynasty. They got him at 8.65 points projected.
Let's go.
That's crazy, bro.
It's close to 10, and that's what you want out of them running backs, right?
Facts.
In the standitos.
Facts.
Hey man,
it's a full PPR league. Is just not a high scoring league. It's a full PPR league.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, no fact. I ain't never played no standard league.
I think the last time I played a standard league was like I want to say 2015.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it was one of those. You know, you only start 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 1 flex. Always running 3 running backs.
Yeah,
always in those leagues. Like it was just like then like that league eventually went to half point PPR, right? And I remember I left. I was like,
man, how long was that league around for? Was that league around for a long time?
Yeah, it was always standard, and then like it was a big deal for them to move to half point, and like, and that was like my 3rd year in there, and I was disgruntled though because I got into the Super Bowl in that league 3 out of the 5 years I was there, right? And when I finally won it, I was out. I was like, fuck this shit.
Hey, you exit out like John Elway on a high note.
You feel me? And shout out to my man Eastside Eric, man. He's a Broncos fan. He's actually in the TFL, the Do You Know Elway to San Jose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was his league. It was called the Baller Syndicate, and like, but yeah, and that league was tough because like it was $1 for every transaction. I mean, $2 for every transaction. So, and all that money went to the point leader.
Oh, the point
after
leader.
the regular season.
Wow.
Yeah. But see, I'm like a 70 move motherfucker on a year. You know what I mean? 100%. So that's $140 in there that I'm contributing extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the AOB, we only give 50 moves. If you run out of 50 moves, you got to pay $50 for only 10 moves. You get 5 trades. And I think after the 5 trades, you got to pay $50 for 5 more trades. So the and it's a $300 buy-in league.
I'll burn all my moves in like 3 weeks.
Lowest point score weekly got to throw an extra 25 to the pot too.
Oh, that's gangster.
Oh my mama.
Yeah.
That's the AOB?
That's the AOB, bro.
Oh shit.
That's why that shit's so serious, bro. Not only is the weekend serious, but no lie, that motherfucker, it's a bloodbath, bro. No lie.
Is that the one with MJD's into?
Yep. Oh my mama.
That's the traveling draft every year.
Joint right there, boy. Oh,
what have you guys knocked off the map so far?
Huh?
What have you guys marked off the map in those drafts?
So the first 2 years was Vegas.
Okay.
Then the 3rd year was Rosarito.
Okay.
4th year was COVID. So I want to say that was at the commissioner's house.
Okay.
And the 5th year was the first year of Arizona, then Miami for Kev's bachelor party and the draft, then back to Arizona, and then San Diego. We was in San Diego last year during the hurricane at PB. They kicked us out to Airbnb because we was too turned up.
That's right, during the hurricane because we were in Nevada.
All Sacramento clothes, t-shirt, shorts, and Air Force Ones, and I'm soaked in a motherfucking ticket because I broadcasted that draft live. So I'm packing up all the equipment, the mic stand, tripods, the whole shit. I'm madder than a motherfucker. They kicked us out, bro. Oh my mama.
They kicked y'all out?
Yeah, they kicked us out to Airbnb. They told us we had to leave. Oh my mama. During the draft, like right after the draft, for like the last 2 rounds, and we just hurry up and finish the last 2 rounds before we had to go. It's all on camera. Oh my mom, it's on the YouTube.
That's the thing with a lot of Airbnbs too. They're gonna have those the nanny cams where there's just cameras.
What it was is the area that we was in what's the name of the beach? PB, I forgot, whatever this shit is called, right? So them houses, they all beach houses, but they sit, nigga. You could pass your weed to your neighbor. Excuse my language. You can pass it and just hand it.
Hella close.
So look, when we first get there, they got the signs in the house saying,
you ain't lying about those beach houses though. It'd
100%.
be like you look out the window, the other house is right there.
100%. So the motherfucker in the house is say, don't play the music or don't go outside on the patio after 10 o'clock. Man, it's a fucking weekend, dog. How you going? You know what I mean? So one night we was out past 10, blowing, you know how we do.
Yeah,
you know
come on.
So the following day,
we're respecting because we're not blowing in the house, right?
On my phone, you know that for sure.
Yeah.
Now. And so like I said, so the day of the draft, we were so turned up in the daytime. It was a hurricane. So everybody in their house, they not at the beach. So everybody hears us. It's the draft. You know, we turned up during the draft and they smooth kicked us out. Oh, my mama. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember when we organized that woo wop in Vegas 2 years ago, or the other year. You know what I mean? I remember telling old boy, I was like, man, you gotta look at where all the cameras is at in that joint. You know what I'm saying? You make sure, you know what I mean? Because if I'm an owner and I'm a dickhead all at the same time, I'm trying to find a way to get them out, and then boom, with no fucking. Find a way they breach fucking one of the agreements. You know what I mean? So boom, now you got to get out, and I get all the money.
You got to get out. But luckily, the people who own that Airbnb, because you know it was the neighbors that made the complaint. They lined us. I don't know if it was their second house or if one of the commissioners in the league lined up for some, and we got our money back for that last day. But we was able to go straight to another Airbnb after they kicked us out on everything.
Nice.
Oh, that shit was cool, but it was just during the fucking hurricane, man. Oh, my.
Yeah, we were in Vegas when that hurricane hit, and that shit was a trip because it's fucking August.
Right, hot and raining.
No, it was ugly. It was a fucking hurricane.
Oh, so it touched there. So the weather and all that touched down out there.
Yeah, because we were all. It's all that you guys were. It was the same weekend.
Yeah,
it went through. Boom, from us to y'all for real, and sit down there in San Diego.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, but see, then this year when we went to Vegas, it was like, oh yeah, this is August in Vegas.
It was 1,000 fucking degrees out there. Oh, my mama.
I'm like, yo, this shit sucks. I can't
Plugger said, make sure y'all go scoop hunt. And then he said, he spoke to his agent. Just saying.
Yeah,
agents always hyping up their players. That's their job. That's literally their job.
Our man Plug, he really tapped in like that. So like I remember this one time he's watching the show, right? He hits me, he texts me, he goes, hey, I got something for you. Darren Waller's not gonna play. It's like a Saturday. Or it's like a Friday, actually, right? But they're saying that he's a game time decision. And he hit me, he's like, nah, I'm with Darren Waller. He's talking about he not finna play this week. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm on the show. Hey, everybody right now, Foster fucking Moreau. Right?
Yeah.
And Foster Moreau did his thing that weekend too. Made me look like a fucking genius. And I was like, man, shout out to Plug. Plugging us with the fucking insight. The insider shit. You feel me?
Oh, my mama, they missed facts.
Yeah, because
man, y'all only give 50 moves.
What's that?
Them facts.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Oh yeah, we up this week, big bro. They got me. I gotta hopefully Addison is healthy. That way I can put somebody else in that fucking IR. Right now I can't make no moves on everything.
If you like that, bro, that's why I'll be smooth. I'll be smooth to drop like a kicker or whatever the fuck defense, just to move, make extra moves until the rest of it, figure it out. I'll figure it out later.
Damn, bro.
And I'm a big advocate. If you're on Sleeper, we just turn all the fucking things on the injury shit. Like, like the moment they say they're doubtful.
In the homies league, I got Raheem Mostert and fucking AJ Brown, and they will not allow me to put them on the IR because they're out. And on the settings, it says that you can't put out players on the IR. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why on a Sleeper, I'll turn all them bitches on. You know what I mean? Just everything that you can allow on the IR, just so even suspended, just so we could so we could use it as an extra bench spot that don't count for real. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
That shit got me hot right now.
But it's also and now you got to get strategic though. You know what I mean? It adds a different wrinkle. So I'm also not mad at it if we don't have those options, right? Like, all right, this is how. It's different fighting styles, right?
Right.
We're the mixed martial artists of fantasy football. I swear to God.
It's facts.
Like MMA, bro.
Many fighting styles.
Mm-hmm.
Black belts in several motherfucking categories.
You gotta start talking like you're Dub though. You're like, I fight in all the styles.
Oh, everything.
Oh, you fight in the style of the old way.
Man.
Oh, that flight home from Vegas during the hurricane was the scariest flight he had, bro. Oh my mama.
Let you know you're alive, huh?
I feel like, man, that shit ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, but when I flew back from Vegas the last time, we had the funny ass pilot. He was like, he's like, oh, we're about to get to a little rough patch here, some turbulence, and it was like, you're feeling right. He's like, he goes on the thing. It's not that bad, is it? I was like, because it was bad. It's like, you know what I mean? Going through a little patch there.
Keep y'all calm.
He's like, it's not that bad, is it? And then everyone laughed like uncomfortably. I'm like, yo, stop playing with my life. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough not to go through no storm. I had a incident where it was some terrible turbulence and the plane kept dropping, and it dropped on come back up on everything. But I ain't never flew through no storm.
Yeah, we what was it? When I was like island hopping in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker be like a for like 35, 40-minute flight, you know what I mean? But that shit is just choppy to the motherfucker.
Small ass planes.
Yeah. And that's like, oh shit. But I'm just looking at everybody else there cooling. It's like riding a bus or something.
Oh, my mama, yeah. When we flew into the Maui airport and we had to island hop to Kona to the big island. Oh,
yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Facts.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, man.
But I was a little kid when I went to Hawaii. I think I was about 11 or 12 years old. So I really wasn't knowing what was going on everything.
Hey, I had some Hawaii adventures, right? Because I always bring Tree. But, you know, when you go to Hawaii, you got to at least do like the 5 to 7 days, right? So
Facts. Like, it was there for 2 weeks.
See, there you go, right? And see, boom, I done ran out of weed. So then I'll be like, all right, here we go. Just start walking around, right? I remember one time I was in Maui. Yeah, I'm in Maui, right? Walking around. And then like there's this dude, he had a Philly cheesesteak spot, and he was always in the front of it promoting it to get people to come in, right? And he would always say, hey, what's up, Frisco? Because I'll be walking by at the hat, you know what I'm saying? And then I go, hey, bro, say, bro, where do I get some medicine around here? He was like, 2 guys. One guy, Fu Manchu beard, he rides a bike, a red bike with a basket. He's like, other guy, big tall guy, black brother. He said he wears a blazer. His arms stick out of it. And I'm like, okay. And like, so I get the trucking, right? And I immediately spot the tall black dude with the blazer. His arms are sticking out of it and shit. And I'm like, oh, there's my guy right there. And I walk up to him like, hey, bro, say, bro, I think I'm looking for you. He's like, I think you are too. You know what I mean?
The language.
And he had some rope too. And then like, he had lived like right around the corner. You know, I'm just one of them motherfuckers. So it's like all of a sudden I'm just in this dude's crib. Like, you know what I mean? Just fucking go to my spot, man. Want to smoke? I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? And he had all kind of shit growing everywhere, right? In his little apartment and shit, right? But he was talking about like, it's just different out here. And I was telling him I'm from the Bay. I'm like, I'm from the Mecca, you know what I mean? Of this 100%. Shit. And he was like, nah, he's like, but see, out here it's different. The climate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, because he had some phenomenal outdoor, like sticky. Well,
that was gonna be my next question. Are they known for their indoor grows or their outdoor grow?
Shit, it was all outdoor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the air is perfect.
Like there's a whole task force out there. They ride the low.
It's always windy.
They ride the helicopters.
So look,
them small helicopters, the little tiny ones, right?
Yeah.
They fly around looking, and they just drop down and boom.
So a story that we got for Saturday is here in the valley. I forgot what county it was. It might be Sacramento County, but these motherfucker they say it's the cartel, but it's how it's they have the runners out there. But what they're doing is they're putting the outdoor grows in cornfields. And you know how tall, bro. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that shit on Saturday, bro. They coming out the helicopter getting them motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, because they flying around. They're gonna like the dudes that are flying around in the helicopters. They're trained to spot these things. They're gonna see that shit real easy. Like, oh shit, now they doing it in the cornfields.
In the fucking cornfield, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, back in the days, allegedly, the homies that you'll go off the freeway into the mountains, find a spot. You'll have you put the GPS fucking whoop, whoop, right? So you'll know exactly where you're at, longitude, latitude shit, and you just plant your shit there.
All right, the timeline on Devo is missing 3 to 4 weeks.
Who's this?
Devo's 3 to 4 weeks.
Damn, fall now. See, whenever it goes 2 weeks to 3 to 4, we just say 4, right?
100%. When is by week 9 or week 6?
Oh no,
that's 6, right? We just got done with week 2.
Hey, you know what, bro? Ricky Pearsall, if he wasn't shot, I wouldn't feel so bad right now.
Oh, I know, right?
Facts.
Yeah, bro. He's shot, bro. This is a crazy year.
Yeah, it is. I'll agree with you there.
I forgot they even shot, bro.
Oh yeah, they got a week 9 bye, so we'll see Debo before the bye week.
Yeah, before the bye, yeah.
What's the schedule looking like?
Well, the buys start week 5, right? I think so.
Check that out for me, JD. Who do we got coming up?
We got the Rams next in LA. Then we got New England and Arizona at home, and then Seattle on the road. Then KC and Dallas, and then we got the bye. Oh shit!
So outside of the Rams, it's really fucking tough because I'm not even discounting New England, bro. You know what I mean?
That's right. They playing tough,
They're
bro.
playing tough right now, and Seattle is playing tough,
and that's a road game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a tough.
Yeah, it's only 2 road games out of the next 5.
All right, Brock, let's go get this money, Brock. This is how you get paid, Brock.
And you got KC at home week 7 before you got Dallas, and then after the bye, you're on the road in Tampa.
Oh, I don't want to lose to Dallas.
Right. Dallas and KC, you got to split those games.
Wow.
At minimum, you got to split between KC and Dallas.
Okay. We're in it for the long haul. You see the hat I'm wearing? That's
well,
the
you got
gang.
KC and then Tampa Bay after that, too. That's not after the bye.
No, you got KC before the bye. You got KC.
I know you got KC, then Dallas, then the bye, and then you got Tampa after the bye.
Yep. 100%. Big bro, Derek said he on his way back to work. Salute, big bro. That shit gonna go by fast.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, my brother.
I feel like I'm flying in and out of Vegas is always a little rough. Get up and then get up to the mountains and the wind hit different.
It do though. He ain't lying. I didn't think of that.
Oh, that reminds me. Can you do a segment on QBs that it's okay to drop?
Okay.
I'm scared to drop these guys.
Who are your quarterbacks?
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Ear cams out there. Anybody walks by, you get noticed straight to your phone. 100%.
You know what's crazy? I have Derek Carr in a single QB dynasty, and I have Josh Allen, who I was super happy to trade from Guccini. Shout out to you. And I just, it's like, I'm like, what is going on?
A stallion.
Humboldt went to Weed Farms, which is a greenhouse. They're like kind of indoor.
Yeah, greenhouse. This is greenhouse right here. This is the definition. Greenhouse is when you're growing shit inside, but it's not temperature controlled or anything. There's no extra. You just have it inside.
You don't get the bugs and stuff.
Yeah,
no,
it's just not.
Bugs.
It's just inside. So like it's shit. You have light depth. You have fucking greenhouse. You have warehouse. You motherfucking. You know what I mean? It's just when you got indoor though, that's different.
Yeah, indoor is you're pumping in artificial air. you get airflow coming in
controlling
through
everything.
like fans, and
The
then you
big
got
dog.
the AC. You know, they got the humidifier. They got all the shit. They come over. I mean, I
I
shouldn't
was a
say
greenhouse
that.
specialist because you know what I'm saying. Like
Everybody shakes their plant. Got to shake your plant.
You ain't lying.
Talk about it, bro. It's Ayuk season now.
It better be, and it starts this week against the fucking Rams. Fuck that. If I was to rank them, top 5 play this week at receiver. It's gotta be. The matchup's there. They're producing it every fucking week so far. Pay attention to the trends.
Talk about it, bro.
He hasn't looked stellar so far.
Exactly, but that's why I'm saying this is where it starts because this is the matchup we're looking for. Hey, anybody that's hot about Zamir White, go find that guy that's hot about Zamir White and shoot a low ball offer because this is the week that
What's
we might.
up, gang?
What's up, Song?
Oh, what's up, Song? Shout out to the gang.
100%, man.
Murder Mountain.
They still growing. I seen a documentary about Murder Mountain in Humboldt County.
Yeah, that's
so like I think there's more plots available. Like they open that shit up to growers. Like what do we call that? The green triangle or like where you got Mendocino, you got Mendo, you got Humboldt, and you got there's a third one.
Yeah,
Mendocino. It's a triangle. They got three big ass counties, and we're talking about big. Like when you're up there, and you see. There's a third one. It's there's 3 counties up there. It's Humboldt, Mendo, and something else off the top of my head. I can't think of it.
Humboldt County stretches hella big too.
They got Humboldt, the college.
It's damn near Oregon. What's that county? It's like damn near Oregon.
Eureka.
There it is.
Yeah.
Boom. Nailed it.
That that whole area is kind of like sanctioned. Like it's not the sheriffs and the fucking helicopters and all that shit you seen in that fucking documentary. That doesn't happen no more. It's all fucking good to go. So they plotted it out. They people came in. They fought for the opportunity to.
You're on to me.
They fought for the opportunity to grow, and there's just so much to grow. Like it doesn't go wasted. Riverside, that's Southern California.
Yeah,
we're talking about like up north.
We're talking about the Emerald Triangle.
Yeah, the Emerald Triangle. Yeah, I call it the Green Triangle. It's called the Emerald Triangle. Yeah.
I got some breaking news for you. The
Hold on.
I'm gonna make sure you get it right.
The Panthers are receiving phone calls for Deontay Johnson.
Okay.
Sure.
He's got 1 year left on his deal.
My Niners will do it. We have a direct line of communication with Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got CNC.
Don't you have a nickname for him?
Yeah, his name Deontay Dropson. Yeah. It's not a nickname. It's actually his government name.
It's his government name. Yeah.
Okay.
Raul, come on. You're not going to drop Rico Dowdle. Don't do it. Don't be that guy.
What's the drop?
Rico.
You got to start surfing on him.
Suave.
Yeah.
Shout out to Peacock.
Drop Jalen Wright for Carson. I don't even know who Carson is.
What?
Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz?
JWJ, Jeff Wilson Jr., he's hurt right now. Jalen Wright could be like an actual thing right now with and JWJ.
I don't think I'll be dropping.
Is he talking about Carson Wentz? When who's
he's talking about Carson Steele.
Oh, Steele.
I'm not mad at that. You know what?
Carson.
Stand up and take a bow.
Carson Steele. That's right there in the freaking thing. What am I thinking?
Carson Steele.
Yeah, I'm still not. I'm still not touching the Chiefs' backfield until Pacheco comes back. I'm willing to be wrong on it. I don't need to. I'm willing to, be wrong on this one, but
and that's why
I think Peacock came in and chimed in, and he feels similar. Where we'll put in a claim just because we're doing the right thing, but I'm not going all out and dropping a Rico Dowdle or dropping Jalen Wright for Carson Steele.
Hey, look, Peacock will vouch for this, and Spencer Guru and JD. I'm in that Guru Nation. I'm probably gonna drop the whole load on that motherfucker. I swear to God.
Yeah, Fab is. If you think the time is
available, because if he's available, I'm spending.
I don't blame you, because you know what? Every season I have plenty of Fab left over, and I'm like, missed opportunities left and right.
Yeah.
So
you can't take it with you, man.
That's right. Get down to zero. It's way easier to spend your Fab in baseball. It's kind of hard in football for me.
Back in the days, one of my Fab leagues, it was actual bread. So it's like, all right, if we have 200, you have the buy-in. But
shit!
$200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then people and
it goes into the pot for the champ.
Yes, and if you don't spend it, you can leave with your money. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It was actual money, and it was funny because I would use that to my benefit because motherfuckers would get cheap. I'm spending, fuck it. If I can help win, if it can help me win, it's worth it to me.
You got it.
Spending.
Rico.
Ooh, he gotta get the stiff arm like that. You feel me? Suave. We did it. Thank you, Peacock. He brings our dreams. He makes our dreams come true. Huh?
Quickly too.
Like, we need. Ooh, that's what every time I have an idea. Hold on, light bulb. And I just want to say, I hope the fantasy gods shine perpetual light on a path to victory.
It's not a claim, it's a fact, folks. This is the most entertaining fantasy football show on YouTube.
I travel the universe periodically. Shout out to Mush. And this is the best show in the whole universe.
Thank you for rocking with us. Subscribe, like, hit your noti.
Hit that bell ringing.
Dripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat grinder.
Start doing my waivers now.
MF Dome.
Yeah, I'm going through my shit, man.
Yeah, I'm just like.
That's the cool thing about working night shift is that when I clock in, I got time to burn right off the bat. So waivers go off at 12 midnight. I clock in at 11, so I'm in there first thing when I sit down on Tuesday night. I'm like, okay, make sure I got everything, and then I don't get that time to second guess myself. I just rock with it. I go, oh, okay, this is what I want.
Makes you more decisive when it comes to prioritizing the orders and shit. Because that's haunted me before. I should have put such and such a priority. Like last week, I'm like, why the fuck did I claim Malik Willis? I didn't even want him, but I ended up getting him. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah, because Jordan Love's coming back this week potentially.
He's never going to trade for Malik Willis.
Yeah,
I should have put Alan Lazard there, and I wouldn't have played Lazard. But
I didn't get any Lazard. I claimed Lazard, but I was unlucky. I didn't get. I didn't get waiver priority.
I got him, man. I was able to get him in the morning.
While the world was going in on Tyler Johnson last week, I was getting all the Jordan Whittingtons just in case, and it pissed me off because anywhere I'm at with JD, he drafted him. Damn it, that's playmakers for you.
That's how I got Jordan Mason. I drafted him. I was like, no.
You're goddamn right. We drafted him.
I ain't even messing around, dude. I'm getting the Mason.
Had to, bro. I got a league where I had the number 1 pick, and I end up taking CMC, but I'm saving my season 2-0 in that league. But my wide receivers is Devontae, Nico, and DK. But I sat DK last week and put Brian Robinson in my fucking flex, but I was still able to win though on every.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brian Robinson didn't do a bad job. I had the I went Brian Thomas over DK, but this week I think I'm going DK over Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
And I just have I have this sneaky fucking suspicion that I'm deking myself, and that I need to find a way to keep both of them in and sit Travis Etienne.
Oh, my mama.
That's crazy though. Like, I don't know how to sit Etienne.
Who the Jags got this week?
Oh, I think they got Buffalo.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that too, bro.
Yeah, there's some good games this weekend. Hold on. Let's see. What do we get? Week 3.
I don't think I can sit Etienne.
I don't know about that one, big bro.
So you got New England, the Jets
Thursday. Decision right there for sure. My bad, Lee.
You got New England.
That's why I got
Thursday.
that's why I got Brian Thomas sitting, because I'm like, I don't know which one I'm gonna play.
That Philly New Orleans game looks like a fucking hell of a defensive game.
New Orleans ain't playing, boy.
No.
100%.
But can Philly's defense shut Carr down is the question.
It's not Carr, it's Kamara.
Well, that offense.
Kamara, I'm telling you, if it goes down to the end of the season and we got both of those guys healthy, Kamara is in the conversation of MVP. I'm telling you right now, the way that Kamara has been showing up and scoring touchdowns, like, fucking, what did he have? 3 touchdowns last week?
4? Was it 4?
4?
So I think it was 4.
And then the week before was like goddamn near like 170 total yards, and this is wild, man. Like, he is the number 1 fantasy asset through 2 weeks, and it's only 2 weeks or whatever, but still, it's at this rate, you give us a full 17 weeks of both of Carr and Kamara doing the pace that they're on. Kamara might be the next MVP running back. It's crazy.
Yeah, but how long until Carr goes back to Carr? We normally know though. Also,
check down Charlie.
Yeah, I don't think they've been having him throw a lot like that to where, you know what I mean. I think they've been playing within the system and not having him have to put everything on the show. Even though, like Kid has said, it's only been the first 2 weeks. As of right now, he's been playing good ball, playing within the system. I mean,
Shaheed gets open, throw it to him. That's perfect. Like, okay, let's check it down.
I think he threw 13 times last game, right?
Yeah, and then if Shaheed is wide open, burning the whole goddamn defense, then chuck it, and then let him cook. Like, get that. Get that. What was that?
Rashid is the best receiver in the world.
Man,
in the world. Yeah. He's not quite JJ or CD.
No, because he's the best in the world. Apparently.
Top flight, Craig.
But he it is
He's
predictable.
30 for 39 so far in completion and attempts.
Okay, yeah, he ain't throwing the ball too much, right?
Nope.
So Kamara is the true MVP on that team, and if he keeps this pace up, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see Kamara win the league MVP, because the guy has been doing some wild shit.
If they continue like this,
he got like 100
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
The MVP, bro. If Derek, how many touchdowns has he thrown?
All right, he's
thrown
touchdowns.
If he gets to 40 touchdowns, if he throws 40,
Derek Carr.
Yeah, he's 30 for 39,
30 for 39 and 5 touchdowns.
443 yards.
43 yards.
Shit, Kamara got 5 touchdowns last game.
What's he pacing
TD INT ratio, and he's not taking no sacks. He's only took 2 sacks in 2 games. Baker Mayfield is above him, and he's taken 6 sacks in
he's got a 140. He's got a 142.4 quarterback rating too.
Oh my mama!
So if he had 5 touchdowns
almost
in 2
perfect.
games, I'm trying to prorate it, but I'm preloaded.
It's only 2 weeks. We can't get too excited.
No. Let's have fun. Let's extrapolate. Hold on. If he goes for like, he's pacing for 40 tugs right here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Mascara.
Oh my mama, you ain't no
Mount Shasta.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's
Barr
go.
has gone from one of the most check downs to one of the least times checking down. They are pushing the ball down the field.
We
I mean,
actually went through this before the season
I think,
started.
yeah, I don't know. I guess
A couple weeks ago, we went through
He
Derek
got
Carr
it.
because Guccini pulled it up actually because it was we were talking about Derek Carr and what to expect from him in this system and the things that he's actually shown in his career, like being in 2018 and then I think it was 2021 and 22 being a top 5 deep ball accuracy guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what else? 4,000 yard passer. With old Chucky, and then he's never went lower than.
Yeah, he's always been
wow.
a perennial QB2 fantasy wise.
Well, you know what? He's full goth mode now. Mascara on, shredding it down the field.
Facts.
He's still not better than Baker. Fuck that. I'm not
Come on, Baker will beat him. Baker will beat him up in a fight, bro. You get Derek Carr versus Baker in the fight. You don't get him in the cage, bro. Baker, bro. Come on.
All day, huh?
Hey, Baker
He even has
Baker's willing to die out
last
there.
name. He's Mayfield and Mayweather ain't the same, but they got the half of the name.
It's in the same vicinity.
Half the name is the same. Mayweather and Mayfield. Come on.
Come on, main eventer. Fuck it.
The only time you ever have weather is in the field.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Come on.
Hey, listen though. Let's talk about this though.
The main event of the evening. And now it's time.
Hey, you know he tore his ACL one time doing that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, real shit. Because you know he kind of gets a.
Yeah, he does. Huh?
But you know, like, tore his shit. Oh shit. Real talk.
Fuck that. I've
That's
never
why he gets paid the big bucks.
before, bro. I'm glad. No knee injuries, no leg injuries, like no serious like type shit. Because I know that got to be a fucked up feeling, bro. Oh,
I know my pops, man. It was like 18 years ago. He got hit on his bike. Somebody ran a red light, and he was going left on the intersection. Wow, blasted him. Fucked his whole shit up, and yeah, he still deals with it. Like his foot's all like they had to like rebuild some of his foot and his knee, and like you know what I mean. You know they don't make them like they used to, though, right? You know what I'm saying? He's trucking.
Timex, take a licking and keep on ticking.
The warship, I love it. That's tight, bro. The warship. The Buccaneers are living on their warship.
I like that.
Talk about it.
Baker would be a motherfucker, huh? Swinging on the rope to the next ship. Rah!
Oh man, I gotta go home. I gotta go to work. Ride me some Pirates in the Caribbean.
Come on,
Right.
Get to that one scene where the big ship is right there, and then the fort is shooting the fucking cannons at it, and then the ship's shooting fucking cannonballs at the fort, and then you go into the animatronics land where they're all chasing women and. Women are about to beat the shit out of the one dude that
You know you got the animatronic shit, right? Okay, there's a Jack Sparrow. He just be peeping in the window.
Oh, there's multiple Jack Sparrows. Yep.
Yeah, are those actors those animatronic too?
They're animatronics.
Okay, yeah, because he's always just popping up out of nowhere. You're like, what the? He's everywhere. And, okay, whenever that, have you ever had to fix that ride?
I haven't been fortunate enough. No, I work in Tomorrowland, so I'm Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Star Tours, Astro Orbiter.
In Space Mountain. So if you turn the lights on in there, right? What's in that room?
So we call it the Spaghetti Bowl.
Uh-huh.
So like when you look at it, it's just track everywhere, and it looks like spaghetti in a bowl.
Oh wow,
that's right. Because it's just in one room, but it's dark, so you just you're everywhere. You're like, oh shit,
yeah.
Oh shit, I never thought of that. Yeah, because I was like, I wonder what it's like if you just turn the lights on and like, what's in this motherfucker?
Yeah,
that's badass. Okay, whenever there's an issue with that ride, what is usually the issue?
The seatbelts, the restraint goes like this, and people fall. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
I was say, damn.
So with roller coasters, it's all about block zones. So we get proximity sensors that count the cars, and then occasionally what will happen is the system will go, "Whoa, what happened to that car?" Because there will be a glitch in the system, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, we don't know where that car is, so we gotta fucking activate all the brakes because we can't have two vehicles in one block zone." So there's like more than a dozen block zones on Space Mountain. So anytime in that little mountain, there's upwards of like 10 fucking trains. They're 2-car trains. So you got fucking a whole lot of activity, and as soon as there's one little glitch in the system, it'll fuck the ride up, and then it'll slam the brakes on, and then you won't be able to clear a block zone until somebody goes in and verifies that the block is only occupied by one.
Because in the worst case scenario,
it's collision
to another cart, is what you're saying.
Right.
Oh shit.
So since there's so many trains flying around inside that mountain before they get to the station, and after the lift hills, there's 3 lift hills.
And that is true, because when you're walking and you see them loading up all the cars, there's hella.
Yeah. Space Mountain is really not too unreliable, though. It's been modernized and upgraded, and they do
because it's not for a cool minute. I remember that shit when I was like a kid.
Yeah, I think it's 79, maybe 80.
It was a big deal for me to take when my oldest, when she was like 4, we took her to Disneyland for the first time.
I remember when the old school one, they had actual planets. Remember when they actually had planets inside there?
Yep. They were lit in the little corners.
Yeah, they were like hexagons and like geometric planets.
Yeah, they were trying to tell us something, huh?
Well, they didn't have the fancy projectors to fucking throw real outer space onto the goddamn mountain or inside inside. Like when you're in it now, you get like you're going up the lift hill, you'll see a galaxy get sucked up by a black hole, or they call it a quasar star, and then. Once you're going in and the music kicks on and you're going through, space, it looks like, there's stars and everything around you. There's 2 other versions. There's one that's Star Wars. So from, I think, the beginning of April through like the almost end of May, it'll be Hyperspace Mountain, and it'll be a Star Wars. You'll see like TIE fighters and fucking the lasers shooting and all that stuff. And then they have every once in a while they'll bring out it's like a Halloween version.
I remember back in the days as a kid.
That one is the best
I saw
one.
That Michael Jackson movie over there.
That's the Captain EO.
Yeah.
So you used to sit down in the theater, and it would
glasses
you would have like a little effects, and you wore your 3D glasses or whatever. and yeah, you would watch Michael Jackson as Captain EO, and that theater is still there, but it's they don't do anything with it anymore. That after the Captain EO was the Honey I Shrunk the Audience. For years,
word.
they had that show in there, and then after Honey I Shrunk the Audience, they just kind of like didn't know how to like make
Disney
it
did
relevant.
Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Whoa. Honey I Shrunk the Kids was a motherfucker, huh?
That was a fun one.
He was
Remember when they did the Honey I Blew Up the Baby and they were in Vegas?
In Vegas,
yeah.
They were shooting that baby. Remember? You're like, pop,
how do you get the high score at Buzz? That's a good one. Okay, so there's 4 shapes in the rooms. The highest score shape is a diamond, and then the second highest score shape is a triangle, and then the third highest score is a square, and then least valuable shape is a circle. So you want to hit it.
Shoot.
So when there's more circles than anything, but when you're in there and you're going around, whenever you see a diamond, hit that motherfucker. Just focus on the diamond, and then if you don't see a diamond, hit the triangles. There's a little bit more triangles than diamonds, and then you'll see squares too. So hit the squares. Obviously, when they're lit up and they're flashing and all that shit, you get extra points. But the geometric patterns, the shapes is where you get a lot of points. So the secret is shoot for the diamonds and the triangles. That's how you'll
try
get
to
a
write
high
in your
score.
own heart so you could have 2 guns.
You can do it that way, yeah, absolutely. When you go to Disneyland and you see a super high score, that's typically what happened. Is that somebody with the knowledge I just gave you, and they've done it so many times, they're using 2 guns as well, and they can focus in the high score on the actual vehicle. But what also happens is the vehicle separates the scores, so it doesn't really matter to use multiple guns, like because it only keeps track of individual scores. It doesn't keep track of the vehicle score.
I'm just saying because you know what I'm saying.
On the leaderboard, because there is a leaderboard
out with all the kids. I'm like, no, it's just me.
Yeah, when you're in the exit and you walk through the exit and you see the leaderboard, the clout comes from the single player, so you don't need to use 2 guns.
Oh, you don't tell me I can't use 2 guns.
Now you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Tell your kid get their own card.
That Buzz Lightyear game is
call them clamshells. Get your own clamshell. You get out of my clamshell. I get 2 guns. Yeah, and Zurg has a gun, right? So when he moves his gun up, there's a target underneath his gun. That's also a big fucking that has a high value on the score. So sometimes you'll get lucky because we'll have.
Is there a record?
Because it's a never ending like loading. Like it doesn't stop. Like you don't get in the fucking cart when it's not moving, unless there's handicap or a small child or somebody that's just like needs assistance. So they'll stop it, or if it faults. So if it faults, the animations and the whole game will still continue. So if you get stuck in the room, there's 2 Zurgs. If you get stuck in one of the rooms with Zurg, then you can just kind of like key in on Zurg and then boost up that high score.
Sick. Yeah. Is there a highest score?
It is so fucking high that you have no chance. You have absolutely zero chance. You have a higher chance of winning the lottery than getting the highest score at Buzz Lightyear.
And the highest score has just been.
It's stupid high. The highest score that I ever got was almost 300,000, and the highest score ever is like 8 million or something.
How the fuck?
Yeah, you're not gonna get 8 million.
I think I had like
the aerial ride is cool. It's so nice because when you're at DCA and it's hot as fuck because DCA doesn't have a lot of shade. Yeah. You just jump in the goddamn Little Mermaid ride and get the AC in the dark room, and it's slow. It rocks you back. You're going backwards, and you're all leaned back.
Under
It's
the
all.
sea.
And then,
The sea.
no, it wasn't an employee. No, it definitely wasn't an employee. It was.
I like California though, because that's where you can take shots.
We have people that show up every day. They spend, I think, a magic key that gets you no blackouts is like $4,000 a year.
Damn.
And we got plenty of those customers.
I mean, if I lived around there and I was a Disneyland fanatic, 4 bands is like, that's worth it if you're, because you know what I'm saying, you go for that much, then you get all these discounts, and like I would go there to eat if I lived there. Like near
They're this bomb ass food for sure. It's not cheap though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like 15. I think they get 15% off.
I feel like I want to. What about that Star Wars joint over there? The Star Wars like grill, the bar and grill or whatever.
The Ronto Roasters or the actual Olga's Cantina? Because if you go the Ronto Roasters,
like barbecue and shit, and they got burgers and shit.
That's Ronto, yeah. In the Cantina, you get like nachos and finger foods, but you could get like actual mixed drinks and IPAs and stuff like that.
Oh, word! They got IPAs in that motherfucker.
Yeah, Disneyland, they realize that they're missing out on a market by not serving alcohol. So now you can go to just about every land and purchase alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, word!
Yeah, that's dope, dude. I have no problem spending a pretty penny goes to the alcohol when I'm at Disneyland. It's just fun, you know, like sitting there actually enjoying yourself. Yeah. I don't want to wait in line either, so I'm like, waiting in an hour and a half long line doesn't sound like too appealing to me. I'd rather chill at a bar and like enjoy myself that way.
Yeah, and then you can go schedule your rides. That's what
You're gonna get what at Disney World?
I mean, Disney World, you need like
which one?
You need like a week.
Is Disney Halloween worth it? Oh, are you talking about the Oogie Boogie Bash? If you're talking about the Oogie Boogie Bash, yeah, it is, because what happens is it becomes like Universal's in a sense. So you walk through the park and you do these meet and greets with all like the coolest freaking like villains and like the characters that kind of associate with Halloween. They'll have meet and greets or whatever, and then you walk around the park and you collect candy. So at the end of the night, you will have a fat freaking bag of Halloween candy, and they're not cheap candies either. They're tier 1 candies. They're all types, chocolates, the gummies, the Skittles stuff, the sours, all of that. What should I not miss? Halloween season for Disney is probably my favorite. Yeah.
I like going during the Star Wars season, and they do it a whole month now. The May the 4th.
Disney World is so much bigger than Disney in California. The cool thing about Disney is that the parks are connected. So like what Chaotic was talking about is that she had to jump on the monorail to go to each different park. You could do that, but like literally like there's the 2 entrance gates are like this. So you got Disneyland here, you got California Adventure here. So when you're doing a park hopper, you literally just go out one gate and go into the other one.
Yeah, for real.
And then over here you got Disney, downtown Disney. So they got all sorts of grown-up stuff over there.
Yeah, and you can just walk into downtown Disney. You don't have to.
How much are the tickets for one day if you're going on a Saturday? Park hopper, it's like $240 a person. And then if you're only going to do a single park, it's like $180 on like peak season. So it's not cheap.
I remember my son, he was 3. We're like, he's 2. Okay, go ahead.
See, that's how big Disney World is. Chaotic said that only 2 parks are connected on the monorail. Like you literally have to jump on a tram to go to
Get an Uber.
Animal Kingdom. Epcot and Magic Kingdom are the ones that are probably connected, and then you got Hollywood Studios, you've got Animal Kingdom. Those are like 43 square miles.
I remember.
$450 for the Oogie Boogie Bash. That's not for one person, is it?
I mean, that sounds about.
I thought it was each. Yeah.
I'm about to roll some. That sounds right.
They sell out like that. You know what Comic-Con is, right? It's kind of like Comic-Con. As soon as the tickets go on sale, it's not long till they're all sold out. Oogie Boogie Bash, like I told you, when you go to Oogie Boogie Bash, it's not about like jumping on a ride or whatever the fuck. It's about like actually, like they do it up right. Like they get characters that you want to see, and they get good actors, and they have legit performances, and you actually get to like meet and greet them. So that's the whole draw to it.
Yeah. When we did them little tea parties for my daughters at Disneyland, that shit was lit. They was tripping because they got to meet all the princesses.
Oh yeah. You go to the River Bell or the other joint over
the Ariel joint. It was like the Ariel, like the underwater sea fucking tea party.
Yeah, they do. They have the princess meet and greets where the princesses will come.
Hey, my daughters were tripping. I was like, I told you I know Ariel.
Yeah.
I told you, baby. I told you I know them motherfuckers.
And Mickey. Mickey is there every day. You go see Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse, too. You know what's funny? Minnie Mouse has a longer line than Mickey Mouse, like 90% of the time.
100%.
Minnie Mouse is more popular. Yeah, for sure.
My 3-year-old, she loves me. Minnie Mouse Boutique.
That's what it is. I think the youngsters, because of that show.
All fucking day. I'm like, I got an 85-inch TV. And I'm like, damn, on my phone. I got a Minnie Mouse Boutique on the goddamn joint.
Yeah.
That shit's funny. Hey, Disneyland is lit, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was in the vicinity, I would go all the time because you can't do everything all the time, like in one. You know what I mean?
No, you have to go if you wanted to do all the, like, we call them e-ticket attractions at both parks. If you had a park hopper and you wanted to do everything that was super tight, you would have to. We always definitely get the lightning lane. You would have to get lightning lane and then get there at rope drop, and then hit up either Space Mountain or Matterhorn first, and then traverse over to Galaxy's Edge and do Rise.
And I promise, you don't need a ride. It's a small world, okay? I promise.
I promise you that is 100% a lie. He's deep. You have to ride Small World.
You're right.
You absolutely have to ride Small World. Small World was built before Disneyland.
That shit is. Hey, you know what? There's a
Small World was built before Disneyland.
People come up missing when they ride that ride.
So, Small World was an attraction at one of the World's Fairs. And Walt Disney loved it so much. He was like, "Hey, what is it going to take to have this?" And they were like, "Fucking, why do you want this?" He's like, "I want this." So he purchased the Small World attraction before he even had the park built, and it opened. It opened with the park, but it existed before the park. It's definitely a classic. How could you not want to do Small World? But my favorite ride at Disneyland is Space Mountain, and then my favorite ride over at California Adventure is it's now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Breakout. Used to be the Hollywood Hotel. the Tower of Terror, but they rethemed it for Guardians of the Galaxy, and honestly, like the Guardians of the Galaxy is a more entertaining experience, but the theming that the Tower of Terror had was better. Like the whole vibe of walking through some Twilight Zone hotel in the 20s or 30s or 40s, whatever it was a cooler concept than the Guardians of the Galaxy, because I don't know really enough to appreciate anything Marvel really outside of X-Men. So it doesn't have that allure. But the ride is fun. Because if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a drop ride. It's like a big elevator thing, and then when it gets to certain levels, there's a screen. So you watch a screen, and it's the characters fighting monsters, and then it just fucking drops you or flings you up all the way to the top. It's a blast. It's a fun ride. It definitely makes everybody laugh or scream. Which that's not a common thing with Disney rides.
Which one?
But that one is definitely a crowd pleaser for the thrill seekers, and yeah, it's a good experience. I find myself eating and drinking more than anything when I'm ever visiting the parks. I'm just like that though, you know.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. If I was in the vicinity, because when we're going there, we're doing the rides. We might eat like once, twice, you know what I mean? But we're definitely getting like turkey legs and whatever the fuck when we're walking around buying all kind of extra shit, right? But like, there's always so many places I want to eat. I just don't want to wait in this goddamn line. Or like I'm with the kids, so like they're hella picky. It's like, all right, now we got to go to fucking eat pizza again. You know what I mean? Like, because eat fucking pizza. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about the kids too. I haven't gone with like little kids for a long time. My daughter is older, so she likes to shop, and there's plenty of freaking stores. So that's also cool, is going through all the shops and all the lands and seeing the merchandise. Every month they do it up a little bit differently. Disney knows what they're doing. They don't mess around. They definitely have seasonal stuff and have special things that only come for the time of year. And when you're walking around in a store, you're gonna see a seasonal object or a shirt or whatever, and they're often cool. So it's easy to spend money in a store. I find it really easy to spend money on food. I love food. I eat food like I could eat all day and have a great time. And what's cool is that they got Downtown Disney, which even has more options to eat, and the price is a little bit more reasonable, and they have better selection for like actual like drinks. They have bars in the restaurant, so if you wanted to have a real margarita, you could go get a real margarita or whatever.
What's that bar in Disneyland in California, Disney DCA or whatever? There's a bar. It's like on the water, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's San Tokyo, Tokyo, right? Big Hero 6,
where we can take. Well, they put an ice cube in it, and it would be a double shot. It would be like, but that's the only place you can get like Patron. So it'd be like, we was like, all right, all the women would take all the girls, and the boys, and ride all the rides. You know what I'm saying? Because they would schedule everything out too. Boom, you got all the scheduled rides. Boom, y'all go ride. We're gonna be right here.
They got a Carl Strauss there too now, which is pretty sick, because they'll rotate out whatever Carl Strauss is featuring in San Diego. They'll bring it up there, and they have the staples, of course, but oftentimes you'll walk up and you'll be like, "Oh shit, you didn't have this last time," and you'll want to get it.
Yeah, they got a little that little area there in California. They got hella food. There's hella food spots.
That's all it is over there.
Yeah. And I remember
where the bakery is, where they make the sourdough, and then they got the Ghirardellis, and the whole fucking thing is food only.
Ghirardellis there.
Yeah, and it's I've been to the one in San Francisco. it kind of like it can compete in terms of like the selection and the product.
Yeah, it is limited in the Bay.
I thought it was big. I thought like when I went through Ghirardelli's, I was like, oh man, I didn't realize you could get this many different candies and chocolates and ice creams and like that's a confectionery. It's not quite like the one in Disneyland because they have their own little sweet shop where they make their own candies daily and sweets or whatever.
How many people?
The lollipops and all that shit. They make that on site.
How many employees do you think on like just on the regular? Like, just give me a number.
I used to. At one point I did know. It's between the two parks. Oh shit. 10,000.
Because man, it is never.
It's like 10,000, man. Like all day. It's an all day operation. So when the gates close, that park is still. It like there's still plenty of people doing work like me, like and
when does it close?
custodial and security and the whole bit, like everybody, people cleaning restaurants, kitchens, preparing food. It doesn't. Yeah, it's a 24/7 operation for sure. I think they make like $6-7 million a day at Disneyland.
God damn, Mickey's killing it. Disney World probably fucking. What we did? Disney World gonna quadruple that, bruh.
The Magic Kingdom? I don't know. The problem with Disney World in Florida is that during the summertime, the weather and the hurricanes and all that stuff. So it's a little bit hit or miss. Not everybody wants to go to Florida in at certain times of year. So in California, the weather is temperate. So like there's never there's like maybe a handful of days where the weather would not be desirable because of the weather being hot or rainy or whatever. There's not a lot of days like that.
Hey, I already sent the order over, so it's good. I sent you that. Yep. Okay, cool. Money. Fucking work is a phone call. So funny. Okay, look at this. Because I'm trying to figure out the next time to go. I think I'm gonna do May. Because that's the next time. Maybe even no. You know what? I want to do Christmas. Because my kids are off. See, like my kids are off right now for 3 weeks. Like they do year-round school. My kids that are in elementary. So it's tracking system. So they started their year in July. So July, August. Now they have like a mini break right now. Then they come back like mid-October, right? Or they come back first week of October, and then they're on until like the first week of December. Then they're off, and so instead of a like summer vacay that we're used to, they're off from December, January, and then they come back late February. It's like the last week of February, so they're off like damn near 3 months.
I don't want to break up your Disney talk, but we've had some questions in the chat for a minute. You guys have been going on about Disney World for like 20 minutes. Sergeant Figurlin Darling wants to know Parkinson or Henry. Thank you very much. And then I'll put some other ones up in the chat after this.
Okay, it would be Henry for me.
Yeah, I had the same question last week. I fucked it up by playing Parkinson.
Yeah, yeah, we're going Henry there. We like that target market share. He's leading that team in targets. Let's go.
I did start Henry. I was able to acquire a few shares of Hunter Henry. So I think that might have been the reason why I was like, go with Colby Parkinson and just diversify my lineups. Because the first week of Henry was not anything. So I was like, I don't know. But then he did his.
They did play the Bengals. I mean, they played the Bengals, and that was alarming because the Bengals are usually like bad against the tight end, so that one kind of pissed me off. But they also apparently bad against the run too.
Yeah.
So
And then Figureland was asking about our thoughts on Braylon Allen. Figureland, if you want to, you can also scroll back to the start of the podcast. We've talked about him a little bit. Some guys were on, some were a little bit off, but either way, we thought of a preemptive pickup just in case if he's out there.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I'm
if
prioritizing,
if you're strictly trying to beat the crowd, then that's cool. But if you're doing it for a flex play, I would be very cautious about that.
yeah, and I'm like in order, I'm still gonna personally go Carson Steele, then Braylon Allen. But like, yeah, Braylon Allen, he's a lottery ticket and a fringe flex. Like you said, he's got to be cautious if you're gonna flex him. But he's a lottery ticket for real, because if fantasy, God forbid anything happened to Breece Hall.
Please
Braylon
don't let
Allen, like,
happen to
no,
Breece Hall.
I think that's.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done about that one. But KJ Frederick with a question. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Better wide receiver 2 full PPR play. Garrett Wilson. Oh, I guess there's part of the question that was cut off.
Let's go with Garrett.
Garrett over Wilson. Here we go. I think here's the rest of it. Garrett Wilson, Deontay Johnson, or Jawan Johnson off waivers.
I'm not sitting Garrett Wilson. You drafted him to be the guy.
Yeah, just stick with it. There'll be better days ahead. I'm sure.
I would pick up Deontay Johnson and then Juwan Jennings in that order.
All right.
I think he has Deontay Johnson and is trying to pick up Juwan Jennings off of waiver.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, I don't know who he would drop, but
is it crazy to now say I'm okay with dropping Deontay Johnson for Juwan Jennings?
I don't think that's
not that crazy.
I said that last week. I said,
it's not that crazy. Yeah. KJ with another one. Hunter Henry or Mike Gesicki, full PPR waiver wire ad.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. In order. Oh man. See, here's the thing: is like if Higgins comes back, I think that hurts Gesicki. And Hunter Henry, if they do make a switch to Drake May, they will lean on a tight end still. I kind of like Hunter Henry here.
Do you think that they will? Well, yeah, I guess if they're winning,
I guess in week one, they did give red zone targets to Gesicki too. You know what? I'm gonna get a piece of Burrow. I'll go Gesicki and then Hunter Henry.
Yeah, Hunter Henry is a sneaky, like, really good early season fantasy asset, and then I don't know what happens. I think the last couple of years, the Patriots
rookie QBs
fell
leaning
off,
in,
and they're like, "Nah, we're not gonna be good."
Games last year because he had a rookie QB. Rookie QBs, they look for a tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then we got Brissett. Man, I hope we don't see Drake May. How crazy that sounds, because I have him in Dynasty, but I would like to see him
doing it.
Not get exposed and lose confidence. I'd like for him to experience a full season of preparation, what it takes to be out on the field, what it takes week to week at a NFL level, and then come out the gate with a lot of experience rather than no experience. And it's only been 2 weeks. Jacoby Brissett, he does kind of bring at least some sort of floor for a squad. There's not a lot of ceiling to his game, but
I mean, shit, 30.
They won one, right?
Did they rush like 60 times for real? Or there was like 60 touches to their backfield?
Yeah, you guys are talking about flexing Antonio Gibson. That's crazy because Ramondre Stevenson has been a damn good fucking RB2 in a lot of teams. They're RB1. So the fact that we're sharing production in the running back room, that means that there's not a lot of receiving action going around, which is a true story. Other than Hunter Henry last week, nobody's 8 catching the ball over there.
Seahawks. We can't pick. I guess we could pick on them with tight end because that's just kind of how they've been for over the years. That's why they brought in that's why they revamped their safety room for real. On top of Yeah, they brought in some new line. Damn, now I think about it, their whole their linebacker core and their safety room over there is all new with the Seahawks. Hunter Henry. Who do they play this week? Because then and for season long, it would be Hunter Henry for me. Because Gesicki, I think, like, you know what I mean, without no Higgins, and now we're already seeing the emergence of a Yoshi. Like, I just said I would go Burrow. I want to attach to Burrow, huh? I'm all over the place.
Burrow had bounced back, right? So I think we're just riding the wave until it just doesn't.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Yeah.
Burrow's back. Hey, okay. Who does see? That's the thing. Let's see.
New England is.
Who do the Bengals play week 3?
You know what's funny? My go-to is just.
Oh, they're playing the Commandos. Oh shit.
No, New England's playing the Jets on Thursday.
No, I'm talking about the Bengals.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean the Jets gave up a little bit of booty to the tight end in week 1, and there isn't really a tight end to speak of outside of I guess Chigbo Kongwe, is that his name? Chig?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did Chig do against y'all last week?
Nothing.
See what I'm saying?
3 catches, 30 yards or something, maybe.
Yeah, and then there's but you guys are going to be down CJ Mosley, right?
And Jermaine Johnson, but the other first round rookie the year after, what's his fucking name?
So for the sake of this one, right? If we say he had the Hunter Henry or Gesicki, right?
He balled out. I think he had like 3 sacks. It's crazy.
Sherfield?
No, the end. Anderson, right? No, what's his name? I can't remember. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Pull up your squad. Yeah, because like
I'll bring it up. Hold on.
It's a short week. It's a short week too.
His name is McDonald. See, I was getting Will Anderson and Will McDonald mixed up. But Will McDonald, he's the next man up out there on the right side.
With Jermaine Johnson down?
Yeah.
And torn Achilles.
Yeah, he's out for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's a long time.
At least they still got his first round contract, so he'll be able to. They have him for 3 more years. Will
McDonald, though, I think he scored like 40 fantasy points in the 1-2-3 format last week.
I love murder. That's murder.
Yeah. And it wasn't quite the
New England's offensive line has been pretty good too. So this is gonna be interesting. And what receiver they're gonna have whatever receiver just take away Sauce. So I actually think Hunter Henry's in a good spot here, actually, on a short week. Because what receiver is really unless this is the thing that Sauce just can get burned now. Because I kind of almost refuse to believe Calvin Ridley's the best. You know what I mean? But he did have a big game against him. And who is it? I guess Jalen Polk.
Did he have? I think he had one good route. Just
it was that one. It was that touchdown one, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was he dominated Sauce. It's Sauce got banged up the first week. I remember that.
Yeah, we knocked the wind out of him. That's what they said. Saucy.
Yeah, he's got the sauce. I don't know. It's too early. These are Wednesday questions with the Jets?
It's Tuesday. I mean, because it is a short week for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're playing Thursday.
Yeah. So it's feasible because that's the one thing we do not want is to get
you gotta tune in for the Houston Huddle for these questions.
I think so now for this week, would you want to start Hunter Henry or Gesicki? Because we got the Bengals playing Washington.
I think I would rather tie myself to Burrow this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know really what to think of Washington's defense, but they're just giving it up to everybody.
I don't want to play anybody on Thursday.
That's how you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start Brees.
Well, yeah. The must starts: Garrett Wilson, Brees.
I know what you mean. I'm just being stupid.
Yeah. But that's funny. The Jets have the only 2 must starts in the whole fucking matchup. Oh, no, Ramondre. I don't think I would sit Ramondre.
Ramonstador.
Yeah.
Ramonstador.
So, yeah, New England, you got one. None of your receivers or tight end or quarterback or anybody on defense right now, really.
This is a big game for real because this this one of these teams are going to go below and the other one's going to go above 500 in a division. You know what I mean? Because who do they got? We got the Bills. They're undefeated. Yeah, who's the undefeated teams right now? We got the Bills, right?
We did this last night, I think. We figured it out. Yeah.
Bills, Chargers.
We're just going to be worse today than we were last night.
Yeah, I know. I'm like having deja vu. I'm like, oh, I already did this. But I'm remembering it again because I don't remember. Like, who else is undefeated? Chiefs,
the Chargers, the Saints.
Vikings. Chiefs.
Houston.
Texans. There you go.
I hate this game.
How come I can't remember last night now?
I'm telling you.
Oh, there's more. There's got to be another one.
Oh yeah.
Bucks.
The Bucks. Yeah.
Is there another one?
Yeah.
You know who's 0-2? The Ravens.
Yep. Yeah, there was that stat thrown up. It's like first reigning MVP, the quarterback reigning MVP to start the season 0-2.
Well, he's in the record books again. Look at him.
Lamar's still a guy. There's not a lot of quarterbacks I start over Lamar. Still,
I got more in me.
I know his wide receivers are not that great, but the rushing upside, the tight ends. We didn't have a huge game from Isaiah Likely, but knowing now that he can work alongside of Mark Andrews and be a thing, and with the history that Andrews and Lamar have, they really just need a number one receiver. I don't really have, even though Zay Flowers improved, he didn't do like if they could get like a true number one Devontae Adams, style, somebody that we're drafted in the first 2 rounds in fantasy, that would be really nice for them. Do have a running back. Over the last few years, he's been notoriously a slow starter, so I kind of wouldn't panic with Derrick Henry, even though he hasn't been quite the touchdown guy that we were expecting him to be.
We got breaking news.
What we got?
We got breaking news. Former Pro Bowl running back Kareem Hunt signs back with the Chiefs.
All right.
It happened.
Well, there you have it, folks. Waiver wire claim.
There it is, right there. Pick up Carson Steele. Let
Yeah.
someone else blow all the fab on Kareem Hunt. And if I might be wrong about this, huh?
Here we go. Yeah, you might be $4 on Steele, $2 on P. Ryan, $0 on Hunt. Put those waivers in. If you don't get any of them, don't be sad.
I agree, Peacock.
That's sound advice. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm on the same wave.
If you listen to
you
all
are.
Power Boogie, you're gonna go broke on Carson Steele. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Carson Steele, if you look at his replacement work when Pacheco went down, I think he was a total for the game, even though he was being sprinkled in there. It's like something like 7 for 20, which isn't good. He also fumbled, and he finished the game with negative fantasy points.
He stole it from them.
P. Ryan's not getting the rushing work at the moment, but he's definitely the change of pace or pass catching back in an offense that probably will need to pass more going forward without Pacheco.
And don't forget how the running game operated before Pacheco. It was garbage. So you didn't want no piece of that. So like that's kind of like where they have now fallen back into that territory of I don't want no piece of that.
I think their run blocking is really poor too. On top of it, for real, like that's Pacheco be hella mad. That's what he gets real mad about it.
Pacheco is a different kind of.
Yeah. He's running.
He's a dude out there.
The offensive line is scared of him. They're like, all right, we got to make some room for him.
Yeah. Right? Linebackers. There.
We got a question in the chat.
Heavy with a question. Would you trade away Cooper Kupp for Brock Bowers?
If I'm tight end needy, yes, because Cooper Kupp's going to be gone potentially. What do they say? 4 to 6, whatever they're saying right now, because he is on the IR. Here's another thing. Okay, let's just say 6 weeks. If in 6 weeks, what do you think the Rams' record is? Right? If it's not in contention, they might not bring him back. So this might be your chance to go buy a tight end, because tight ends suck. You know what I mean? They suck. If you can get an injured player for right now that you could use in the tight end spot, which is scarcity, doing it.
All right. Yeah. You know.
Hey, if he comes back in 6 weeks, like I hope, then but you got 6 weeks of production out of your tight end. I bet you he's rocking with like I bet you, maybe he has Jake Ferguson. Fuck it, I'm gonna get Brock. Maybe he has Evan Ingram. Who knows? He don't got the Brock or the other Brock. I don't want to call him the Brock. Other Brock Powers. That's what his name is now.
Brock Powers.
Yes. Brock Powers.
OBP.
Yes. We're calling him. We're doing this. And playing against the Raiders. They're playing against Carolina this week. Let's go. Everybody's eating.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody eats beef.
The win right there.
Because then, if and when Brock goes off, no one's trading the Brock out that one. Oh, not the Brock. Brock Powers.
Andy Dalton's gonna throw for 400 yards with 5 touchdowns, and the Carolina Panthers are gonna go. Are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Oh shit!
Oh, that's very nice. Hey, look. Okay, here. All right, fun fact. When do you think Andy Dalton played for a long time, right? How many 400-yard games do you think he ever threw?
He had some seasons with Green and
how many 400 games?
400-yard games.
Do you think he's thrown?
I'm just gonna guess 5.
2.
2. Okay. Well, at least I didn't fucking.
He got his first. He had his first one when Zach Taylor got there. When Zach Taylor got, because Zach he's a bad motherfucker. Product of Sean McVay. It was in that first game of that year, 2019. He threw for fucking 2018, whatever year it was the first Zach Taylor year. That first game he threw for 400. Then to close the year, or like week 16 that year, I remember it was a fantasy championship. It was the Bengals versus the Dolphins with the Magic Man. It was an absolute shootout, and that was his second 400-yard outing. And it's kind of crazy because when you bring up AJ Green, it's like, yeah, because AJ Green used to get all of his like fucking his 180, 200 yards. You know what
I was about to say, I was like, didn't he have like a handful of 200-yard?
Yeah, but he would get all of it because then
it would just be AJ Green and nothing.
And they call him the Red Rifle.
Yeah, right. Rifles too far or something.
Automatic rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, reload.
Rifles have range. That's why you put a scope on it. Don't put a scope on a damn handgun. I mean, it could. It just looks goofy.
That FBI one gets me.
FBI, open up!
You'll never catch me alive, coppers. Ah! Yes, we got a switch on that thing. That thing lets off fucking 50. That's a whole 50 pack real quick.
Yeah.
Think that's it?
All right. We got anything else going on in the chat?
I was saying, I think that might be him.
Yeah.
We unloaded the big clip today. Feels like it.
Yeah. It's almost 12:30.
I know. I'm glad. I only had one phone call to make for work, and I got it done. I'm hella excited. I'm going to try to fill that order for 2 days.
Yes. Sweet. All right, you guys want to put a bow on it then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you're checking in with the Gen Wealth Net, checking us out all the time. Next time you see us will be tomorrow evening for the H-Town Huddle, unless there's something else crazy that pops up in between. And then we'll have some watch parties on Thursday. Another episode of Wake Your Game Up Friday edition, where we'll react to the Thursday Night Football, of course, the Thursday Night Football watch party. And then we'll have our Grit Don't Quit all day Sunday night watch party leading into a Monday night watch party. And then we do it all over again for week 4. So really appreciate everybody hanging out with us for this long, 3 hours and 30 minutes today on the Wake Your Game Up. Make sure you're checking out neonpeacock.com, which is our sponsor, and just tap back in with us next time. Got anything else for us, guys?
Hey, appreciate y'all. And we're at war. We are at war.
Let's go. All right. Send them off, everybody. Good luck here with your waiver claims tonight. Make sure you're putting those in, and you go back and reshare this, like and subscribe, and tell your friends about us that way, or don't. That way, you can have the advantage because we're giving you all the fucking isms. We don't care either way. We're just here to help folks out. But yeah, the more the merrier. And then you can flex on those folks when they pop up in the chat. So appreciate everybody once again for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.
Yeah.
Dash for the cash, stack in the blue. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams so we have to pursue. Strapped with a tool, feel the wrath of my crew, clock switch when my bums itch. Beat off the hate, going hard in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. Pay to me. Bogart got free, luckily I got the answer for you. Seen it trying like a south. Look young, I got the password for you. Feeling like gang. Smoke a backwood with you, smoke a back with it too. Show you how to maintain, so you never go astray. I done lay down the